it's all handguns tonight. So take a look. Everything twisty. Don't worry, it's fine. How you doing, kids?
If I move away, you'll move away. And then everybody will move away. I'm a couple minutes early, but you'll be fine. It's fine.
Huh. Got a massive migraine going on right now, so forgive me if we only go a few hours tonight, a couple hours tonight, an hour tonight, 3 days tonight, tomorrow tonight, 3 days from now. Gershon's done. You want a close-up of it? Remember good, YouTube. He took a pill. Thanks for texting back. I was sleeping, DB. I had to wait till showtime to speak just to make it weird. What? Edwin, what's up? Jeff, what's up? Oh, wait till we have a few more people in here. I don't want to keep doing it, so. You should do a cursed gun reaction video. No, that is what Brandon Herrera does. I don't do reaction videos, and I also don't copy other YouTube content creators. I know, man. I got something to tell you, though. If your pee looks like that, you should probably go see a doctor immediately. It looks healthy on YouTube, but in real life, it's pink. Why aren't you riding the new Oite product team? Because product training. Because I worked with Oite a long time ago when they first launched the Valkyrie 3. They sent that to me, and then they tried to turn me into their research and development team, and they kept asking me to try it on different guns, and I eventually told them I don't want to work with them anymore. First time in your chat. Won't be here long. Just wanted to pop in for a minute of support. I forgot who recommended you to me. Might have been Justin. Hello, Godfather. What's up? Why don't you just go to the bathroom? What? Christian, how you doing? I'm fine. It looks like that, but also it burns when I pee. All right, tell you what. We'll eliminate you guys' ability to pick on the drink. Instead, much like your mom, here's a giant circle. Also, my wallet's been in my pocket for a while, and it's bothering me. I don't normally keep my wallet in my pocket because there's no money in it, so it's like, keeping my hopes and dreams in my pocket. Air Max, what is going on tonight, my friend? How are you? What is up in the world of today? Come on in, guys. It's Monday. The weather outside is crappy. And words. So get in here, have some fun. Deck, what's up? Wait, it's not supposed to burn a little when you pee. You've already got kids. It doesn't matter if it falls off. Oh shit! I just doxed Justin. He's got kids. Hey, Justin's kid, kick your dad. Isn't 80 like a cold streak for you Florida people? It was 80 degrees out. I almost put on a hoodie. All is well. Hope you're in good spirits. I'm doing okay. I just got my Gerson back together today, so I'm very happy with it. It's hard to see it from there because now it's a black-looking gun, but trust me, you'll see it when we get to it. And so he knows what that means now. Well, maybe you should stop teaching your kid what kick me means. Either that or put the sign on his back so he learns. Most of us have kids, Joe. We actually get some. Some of us know what a condom is. We still get some, but we don't have many people running around. tiny miniature humans that suck out our bank accounts. Floridians have adapted to humidity. It's a good thing you didn't misspell that and put humility, because they haven't done that. So I finally found Pistol Pete last night. I was kind of just drifting around YouTube, and I was trying to go to sleep. It was like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't sleep. I'm just scrolling through, doom scrolling. I see a bunch of guns in somebody's background, and I'm like, oh, that's Pistol Pete. So now I know who Pistol Pete is, and we actually chatted in his live for a little while. I actually felt a little bad because his chat kept talking to me. So here's one thing that I want you guys to know. If you see me in another chat room, you can say hi and all that stuff. But please, especially if it's a smaller chat room or it's a smaller channel, please do me a big favor and don't make me the center of attention. I have no reason to be anybody's center of attention. That makes me feel weird. You're looking at a Canik for your first gun. You're hyped. Any thoughts? Absolutely, Josh. The Canik has one of the best striker fire triggers in the market. Their guns have had really good reliability. Every gun manufacturer has had something with them. So like early on, I think firing pins had issues with the TP9 series, but the Meta series is really solid. The TP9 series now is like almost bulletproof. Yeah, no matter what you get from Canik, you're probably going to get something decent. When you just search Pistol Piece, frick that, dude. Search engines are for wussies. I know you don't like bullpups, but the Smith & Wesson DP12 seems like a solid improvement on the category. It looks interesting, and I had somebody asking me about one. They're a little on the expensive side. I mean, for $1,400 to $1,600, they better be nice, is all I can say. Hold on, Mr. Influencer. Not an influencer. You're looking at the TP9 too. There you go. Which new Canik? The Prime? What's going on with the Prime? I didn't think they were having any problems. If I find you in another chat, I'm going to ask for my tube of lube back that you borrowed. Sorry, once I use all your lube, you don't want the tube. All right, I got to go eat. I'll try to catch y'all again next stream. Hey, Godfather Banks, thank you, dude. Just hit the like on your way out for me, would you? I'm still screwing with the algorithm. Also, they've trained their algorithm to understand when you tell somebody where something came from, because I've appealed 2 of my recent demonetized videos, and they actually pinpoint the moment when I say, oh, I can't link it, but you can go to blah, 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 blah.com. So, yeah, I'm not going to be dropping my store name in the videos anymore. I may put the thingy behind me, but that'll be about it. Yep, you guys can type whatever you want. Please said I was under the influence with the firearm. Okay, sucks to be you. It's better than being under the influence with a minor. I'll put a thingy behind you. Oh, come on, buddy. You know I'm the jetpack. If anything's behind me, it's a threesome. But anyways, why didn't I just search Pistol Pete? Honestly, I don't look up anybody that anybody tells me about when it comes to YouTubers. But the dude seemed kind of chill. He was basically sitting back, relaxing, had all his guns behind him, has a DWX optics cut, which pissed me off a little bit, but that's fine. I'll pick one up. But yeah. I just picked up the Gerson back from the bluing today. I had Taylor's & Company. I'm sure all you gun people know who Taylor's & Company is. Taylor's & Company does hot bluing. They're in my area, and literally I gave them the parts Thursday, and I already have the gun back and put together. So you're an influencer who doesn't seek out others. I'm not an influencer. Do you have any guns with wall hacks or aimbot, maybe trigger bots? This is my aimbot. Beep, 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 beep. 10101010. I am robot. Do you have the hot bluing is nice? Yep, my buddy's had a Canik with a 4-pound trigger. He kind of explained it to me. Would you go in? Would you go into it? I know you're live. Lol, my bad. No problem. So a 4-pound trigger. What he's talking about on the trigger is the amount of pressure it takes to pull the trigger and get the gun to fire. So a 4-pound trigger is pretty good. especially for a striker-fired gun. That SIG P320 right there has an Armory Craft dual adjustable trigger in it, and I also polished the internals when I put it in there. So that has about a 3.25 pound trigger, which is actually not range. It's actually not carry safe the way I have it adjusted. Well, I mean, it's a 320, so people are like, it's not safe anyway. That's a Legion. It's a much better gun. But I put an Armory Craft trigger in it, and it has the dual adjustable pre-travel and over-travel screws. I have the screws set so to their extreme that if I turned either the pre-travel or the over-travel another quarter turn, the gun will not function. So that gives it the lightest possible trigger, the shortest possible pull, and the most possible control over the trigger. So, yeah, and Caniks typically, unless you get a TP9DA, most Caniks will be single action, so it's only going to do the one action. And the lighter the trigger, the easier it is to fire it, so you're not going to be jerking the gun as much. I carried a P320 for 5 years. Yep, everything you have looks nice and is nice. The PC, the guns, the gun wall, everything is great what you have, bro. Thank you, sir. How much were those revolvers at the top? Those are all Heritage Rough Riders, man. They're very inexpensive. They're actually for sale in my store, Wind City Armory. So when I started the store, I said I would put all of my extra inventory, my personal extra guns, into the store. The only guns I've purchased for the store are the Glocks that are up there and the Heritage Rough Riders. Those are the only guns up there that weren't mine since I started the store. Don't be jerking your gun. Yeah, you gently caress your firearm. You breathe, control, and squeeze. Just saw the post of your gun finished. They look great, brother. Thanks for sharing them with us. No problem, Brian. I'll pick it up in a second. Am I a furry? No, but I am a cross-dresser. Yeah. I don't know if this light will be bright enough to show you how reflective the finish is, but you can't really see it. But the Gerson is actually a two-tone now. Yeah, it's hard to see on camera. I will do a video, at least a shorts video, showing the finish on it now. But for those of you that don't know, that is not Gerson's normal finish. Boom, 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 boom. What'd you take back, Zaxxon? I've got the boobs. I just don't have anything to wear them with. So all I have is a cat suit, but it's a black cat suit, and it looks stupid. Black cat suit with the red bikini top. It doesn't look right. I'll put it up on Discord, though. I'll let you guys see that up on Discord. You guys should join the Discord. That's where I post a lot of pictures of stupid shit that I pick up. Where's my store? Out of Winchester, Virginia. So a lot of you don't know this, but Gerson sent me the Influencer X a long time ago. Yes, I'm over 18. Shush. And that's what the gun is supposed to look like. So that is what the stock Influencer X looks like. That's my computer. And that's what the Influencer X looks like now. And as you can see, it actually has my Match X top on it. Trying to get you. You can see it's actually, it looks better on regular camera, but it's actually two-tone. It's not a high polish all the way over it. So I meant to put up some LEDs, but I don't have any good ones. Yeah, you can kind of see how it's shiny on the side of the slide. So is that a Glock? There is one up there. But yeah, let's go over the guns on the wall tonight. So on the bottom, we've got a Taurus G3 Tactical, a Glock 17, might be the 22, they're all the same. Auto Ordnance GI 1911, chambered in 45 ACP. My SIG 320 with the aforementioned Armory Craft trigger. My Gerson Influencer X, and I have the Match X slide on it, but the Influencer slide looks just like it. Let's see, we've got my Springfield Operator, and as you can see, I like my G10 grips. I had to take the magwell off, though, because the magwell from Gerson was plastic and too big. It wouldn't fit under those grips, so I'll wind up having to put those on there. Tanfolio CZ75 clone. It's called the Witness in 9mm. Para Ordnance 1345. Got like 17 people that want that thing, but I may not sell it after all. There's another Glock. That's either a 17 or a 22. Glock 19M, so that's the FBI one that you saw the short on. SIG 229, chambered in 357 SIG with the double action Kellerman system. Glock 43X MOS, Heritage Rough Riders with the rose-colored skulls grip. Taurus G3X, HK VP9, normal edition. Heritage Rough Rider with the blue, like, lightning or whatever, carbon grips. Barkeep from Heritage. Taylor's and Company 357 revolver single action in color case hardening, and the Not a Luger, which we are calling we're calling it now. NAL, now, not a Luger. So there you go. Somebody make sure to keep it there that at 8:11 I did the walkthrough of the guns on the wall. I want the para too. Yeah, a lot of people keep telling me. How do I like that Taurus? If you're talking about the G3 Tactical, it's a good gun. I've used it for a long time. Definitely does a job. Nice selection of guns. Thank you. Fire. Thank you. I love the revolvers. Thank you, account. Yeah, can I repeat that? No problem. All you got to do is go back 4.5 minutes, and you will get to see all them guns one more times. Yo, can I get a free gun? Yes, they have this thing where you go into a store and you demand it, and if you demand it enough and loudly enough, they give you a lot of attention. Also, take that. But yeah, do I have a 44 Magnum? Not right now. Guns are expensive. I don't think you'll get a free one. Lol. Pretty sure you stole my GameCube in high school. I might have. Are you the kid that I traded for a box of baseball cards for? It's not really stealing if you give it to me willingly. That works for stocks as well. Have you owned any of the Ruger P-Series pistols? Yes, I've had a P89, P85, P95, and I should have bought it, but I didn't buy the P45. I think that's what it was. The 45 ACP, I've only had 9 variants. No, I got a box of nothing taken from my locker during shop class. Oh, well, no. I can tell you that I graduated high school before the GameCube came out, so no. Colton came in with a $2 donation and a heartfelt thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I greatly do appreciate it. Zaxxon will tell you that I'm not kidding with the pinned message I put up. So last year around Halloween, I wore some fake boobies, and they weren't really good quality ones. So Zaxxon finally stepped up and bought me some good ones. And now I have those sitting around. So, but I don't have anything good to wear with it. If you want me to look stupid on live stream, then that's what it takes. You can't type, don't pretty. Guaranteed to get sealed. Nice. Came to collect it back, but the guns have deterred me. Enjoy the cube, boss. Thank you, sir. Pretty sure Joe was class of 84. No, I was class of, pardon me while I do the math, 96. Do you have any of the Ruger P series for sale? No, not anymore. I potentially could sell one of my keepers, but I don't know if I'm going to. I have guns that I'm not selling, guns that have sentimental value to me. I do have a steel frame P series. I just don't know if I want to sell it. Just watch a video shooting old tracer rounds and his sniper blew up, almost died. Have I had any crazy experiences like that? Luckily, I've not had a gun go off on me or detonate on me. That's a very dangerous thing. But my boss went back in 2020. We were at the gun range, and he loaded some Underwood ammo into his Colt Delta Elite. For those of you that don't know, the Colt Delta Elite was Colt's 1911 chambered in 10 millimeter. It was like their super cool version. Not rated for plus P ammo, and Underwood Extreme Penetrators are very plus P. So literally blew up, shot the mag out the bottom of the gun, cracked his ivory grips. It was not a great day. He was a little angry. He was okay though, so that was good. What's up, Snucka? What's up, Ammo? Evening, how's the hanging? How's it hanging? To the left, unless I stand up, and then it's backwards. I don't know why. Your room's awesome. I love guns and computers. Thank you. That's kind of why I put the live streams back in this room. It may migrate to another office at some point where I'm going to have a different angle, but I'll have both the guns and the computer still in frame. I need to go to the range. My trigger finger is getting itchy. I'm going tomorrow. I forgot to put up the Meta MX-1, but I'm taking that to the range tomorrow. I also sent a picture of what I did to the Gerson to Gerson themselves, to EAA, and I'm waiting to hear back from him. I don't know if he's going to be happy that I did that, but I think that gun looks amazing now. I did the hot blue with the polish finish, so I wish I could have guns, but the country said I'm not allowed. Which country are you from, brother? Mr. Lapis Lazuli. I'm going to the range. Isn't lapis lazuli blue? I'm going to the range now. Nice. You taking the P09C? I don't think so. I need to do the meta tactical, so I think that's going to be my main focus tomorrow. I might take the 320 with me because I haven't shot that in a while. Just to show people. I never did a follow-up video, and I kind of feel bad, so I want to do a follow-up video for Armory Craft. I just did the shorts and the quick video where I talked about the trigger that I put in there. So I need to run a video using just the Armory Craft. However, I don't have a stock gun to compare it to. Maybe I'll borrow a buddy's. But yeah, that gun will be amazing. Like the last time you shot it, I don't think it had... No, you might have shot it with the trigger. Not me, but my dad lost his hand when his gun blew up when he and his buds were messing around. That sucks, Amer. I hope he's doing okay these days. But my are burning. I don't know why. But my ETs, your did you mean to type eyes? It's the weather, Ammo. Either that or you put beef jerky in your eyes. You should probably not put beef jerky in your eyes. Putting beef jerky in your eyes is the number one way to lose your eyes. So here, let me show you, because like I said, where that gun is on the wall, it's really hard to see the difference. So this is, damn, that is zoomed in for some reason. There we go. So the finish on the gun is high polish on the sides with dull finish on the top. So just so you know, this is what a stock one looks like. And this is what mine looks like now. Like I said, I put the Match X top on it because I like the comp look. I can grab the 320 blackout to compare. Yeah, I'll drive down there right now. So yeah, it's hard to get this finish on camera indoors. So, but yeah, like I was saying, so stock, mine now. Stock, mine now. This picture will never load. Freaking love YouTube with their post system. Bro got more guns in my Call of Duty account. Lol. Hey, I missed my blue digital camo 1911. It was beautiful. Oh, blue digital camo is a good look. I've seen those. But yeah. And yes, I do use Bose speakers because god damn it, sound counts when you're playing video games. Stop looking at my crotch. There you go. I heard good things about putting beef jerky in your eyes. It's hard. I'll have it in the mailbox for you. Yeah, it might be sold before it gets to me. I am actually putting her up, I think. I want the X5 Classic, dude. I'm going to look at some DP9s tomorrow. I doubt they will have the one I want, but I'm still going to look. Which version are you looking for? Are you looking for the B with the American release? Or a standard A or a long slide? Do I have a double-barreled shotgun? No. The only way I have a double, I'm not a big fan of break action guns, so no. It would be cool though. Canik TTI Combat worth it, or suggestions for that price? There's lots of guns at the 850 to 1000 that I would highly recommend over the Canik TTI. The Canik TTI, unfortunately, is to use the term the kids use, rather based. Is that a bad thing? Or is that a good thing? What I mean is it's not that great a gun. You can get a Meta SFT and it will be $300 cheaper than the Canik TTI and shoot almost as good. You could get the Canik Rival S, the steel variant, and it will outshoot the TTI. You can get a Walther PDP for way less, and that will definitely outshoot the Canik TTI. Yeah. Had a couple of those Rough Riders. Is that the one that holds 2 types of 22s? Yeah, every single one up there is capable of running the 22 Magnums. Got to go do stuff. Stay hydrated and groovy. All right, Ivic, thank you. With the Holosun VP9 on it. Gotcha. I'm from Brazil, so guns only got legalized in 2019, but I lived on a farm, so I've been shooting since I was 8. Nice. Can I own a rocket launcher? Yes, if you have the right licenses, absolutely. You really sell guns? Yes, I own an actual gun store, and through that gun store, I actually sell things. In fact, over the weekend, I had a couple of you viewers. I don't know if you guys are watching because, I warned them about watching the lives because they normally just watch the reviews and 2 different animals. For those of you that don't know my reviews, I don't do the stupid stuff as much. But yeah, they bought the Astra A100 and the Resident Evil Beretta 84. So those are both gone. I would go with the 1911 personally, but if you're going to stay with the striker fire gun, yeah, the PDP is definitely a good one to go with. You can probably get a Smith & Wesson M&P all metal or even the competitor for about $900 if you look around. Those would be really solid choices too. You missed Big D McDD. Well, I renamed the Luger to not a Luger, so it's it's Nally, not a Luger, yo. It's not as interesting as Big D McDD, but I need a good holster that doesn't take off the black finishes on my 1911 with a light. What do you recommend? Well, something in a leather one. If you're going with Kydex, you're always going to lose some material. Urban Carry makes some that retention on the trigger guard, but if you got a light on it, you need something that retains by the light. So unless you want something loose, like a soft holster, like a Blackhawk Omnivore or something, or even a Serpa drop leg or something. Hey, Matthew, hope you're doing well tonight. The neck is better. It looks like you got your 1911s back from being blued. They look super nice. I've got all the parts back from being blued. My buddy, I literally just forgot his name. Greg, down at Liberty, is doing the stippling on the 2011 right now, the frame for the double stack. As soon as he's done with that and he sends that back, I need to strip the frame and do the aluminum black on it. So it's... If I do it right, it'll look pretty solid because it's going to give that dull finish look too. But I have to do this because it's an aluminum frame gun, and you can't hot glue aluminum unless you want a puddle of melted aluminum or warped aluminum. How many more do I have on pawn? Believe it or not, still quite a few. Is that a bottle of Fent? I don't know what Fent is. Is that like Fenty, the purse designer? I'm kidding. I know what he meant. I know you told me not to replace my night sights on my Shield Plus, but I want to improve my aim with a Holosun. Do I just need to practice more? Did I tell you not to replace your night sights? I said night sights are always something to put on a carry gun. But if you're talking about going away from the night sights and going with the Holosun, you need to practice with your sights. You need to be proficient with your iron sights before you go to a optic. That's my opinion. I have a few, obviously, with optics, but most of my guns are iron sights. Did I get Kentucky Ballistics? No. So for those of you that don't know, I had a cyst that was pressing on my spine for the last few years and causing me issues. And so I had it removed, and my neck is healing now. It looks pretty small now, which is good. It's healing really well. But my neck has been bothering me for the last couple of weeks since it got done because they literally had to cut down close to the spine. Am I taking the STI to the range next week? Not this week. Yeah, I'll take it next week. I got to get the ammo, and I'm not paying retail for it. I wouldn't use an optic unless I can co-witness my irons. A lot of people are like that. Some optics remove the rear sight. Like on the Gersons, you lose your rear sight, so you need to compensate for that by buying an optic that has a built-in rear sight. The Burris Fastfire does not have a rear sight notch, but I've got the dot basically lollipopping the front sight or right on top of the front sight, so it should work fine. They sent 6 women into outer space today. That's a good start. That's a lot of people that think that's funny. I'm going to try to swing through on my way back from the NRA show. If I can't, then I'm just going to send you the P09 before I leave. What's the most versatile holster? I'm not really a holster guy, man. I've got a bunch of holsters, but they're all just cheap holsters that I've had forever. I carry a full-size 1911 in a leather holster 90% of the time. So... Snucka, it's not even worth interacting, bro. It just encourages stupidity or encourages stupid people to talk. But yeah, that's what's going on. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to go to the range in the morning. We'll see what happens with that meta. It should be 100% fine. I just got to zero in the optic that's on it, and then it should be good. What's the 5th gun up on the wall? No. So there's this dude that keeps parking a semi out in the parking lot out here, even though they're starting the construction on the building next door. You can land all your shots center mass with night sights at 15 yards. If you can do it consistently at 15 to 20 yards, then it's fine to switch over to the optic. Yeah, thank you, Zaxxon. What state am I in? Usually a hypertension and a little bit of syncope. Are you upset he's not parking his semi in your garage? No, what I'm upset about is that outside there's not enough room for him, and he keeps doing it. And now that they put up fencing because they're tearing down half an entire block next to me, semis have been parking in there, and they're tearing up the fucking concrete. Does that make you a lot, Lizard? Not unless I'm wearing the fake boobies and walking around in my high heels. Hello, Sophia. That's a joke. I can't walk in high heels. I don't have toes. Timothy asks, can I sell a gun through the mail? Technically, yes, but it has to go to another FFL. So, like, if somebody wanted to buy a firearm from me and they're in the contiguous United States, I can send it from my firearms license to another firearms license, but you cannot send directly to an individual. Where are the fake boobs? I'm not wearing them tonight. I don't have anything fun to wear with them, and nobody's paid me to do it. Zaxxon just replaced the cheap-ass ones he bought me last time. What's the learning curve? I know it'll be different, but also a massive cost. The optics cost almost as much as the gun. The learning curve, if you're proficient with irons, it's not going to be as bad as you think. The number one thing you're probably going to have when you first start shooting red dots is hunting for the dot. Rather, once you get it sighted in, it should be pretty easy for you to present the gun where you would normally see your sights and then just be able to pick up the dot. But most early or amateur shooters for red dots will spend a lot of time doing this, dipping the gun down and up, because you're trying to find the dot, and it's not where you think it's going to be sometimes. Michelle says hi. How you doing, Michelle? If I'm in the middle of a sentence, explanation, or an answer, please understand I'm not ignoring you. I'm just finishing doing what I'm doing, so please be patient. This is a live stream, and also there's a delay from when you type in your shiz to when I see it. No problem, dude. But once you get proficient with it, the benefit to an optic is that it's one point of aim. Worst state to own a gun. It's getting to the point where there's several. California, Colorado now, New York. I think New Hampshire remains pretty bad. I never did a. Oh, there you go. Now Hawaii, I heard. Yeah, Hawaii is like there's a puddle in the middle of me between here and Hawaii, so I don't really care. I'm never going to be carrying a gun to Hawaii, so. Yeah, and I also honestly don't expect to hear from too many manufacturers right now because the NRA shows at the end of the week or next week. Next week? A week from 10 days from now. So, did I get the Lincoln back? Nope, my buddy still has it. I'm driving the Challenger right now. Just found out the M1911s came out in 1911. That's right, Declan. A lot of firearms have the year they were adopted as their name. CG75s were adopted in 1975. Walls looking pretty congested. I counted 19 handguns. Yeah, y'all should buy a few. Tell you what, you buy 3 at 6 times the price, I'll give you 1 free. DB, if you want to get super technically, it was actually offered up for U.S. trials in 1907, not 1908. Basically, the New England area in the Pacific Northwest is the worst place to own a firearm. My dad had to go to New York with his gun. He left it in the car, and he heard they had gun detecting devices in police cars out there. What? We don't discuss prices on live streams for firearms that I currently have in my inventory. You'd have to send me an email, wincityanarmory@gmail.com. Osmonic, what's up? How's the shop business going? Trying to get my 3D print farm off the ground here in the Midwest. It's okay, man. Doing okay. It's actually been a lot of you guys that have been coming in or calling and buying stuff, so that's been pretty cool. Glock Gang checking in. Where the CZ hipsters at? Lol. Yeah, I don't know if someone was just freaking with him. Yeah, they don't have gun detecting devices. That's insane. Stoneham, New York, never heard of that one, but it doesn't mean it's not true. No, the only way that you can detect a gun through the body of a car is if you x-ray the car. Found my Prime, picked it up today. Nice, dude. Then I'll leave the stupid rivalry in the bed. What? What did Dunno say? Oh. Also, Michael, to settle the rivalry, anything over a Glock ever. Always. And forever. Oh, have any of you watched Bondsman on Amazon with Kevin Bacon? Holy cow. Fun show. I got my bogeys today for CZ Shadow 2 and CZ97B. Nice. Hey, Van Scott, what's up? Michael is with me. Thank you. I need to stop playing with this thing. Well, that's an easy way to do it. Minecraft was a stupid movie. They made a movie about Minecraft? Damn it! My thingy that was going to show up isn't showing up when they said it was going to show up, and now it won't show up because dang it. What's the show called so I can watch it? It's called The Bondsman, starring Kevin Bacon. And Jennifer Nettles. of all people, country music singer. You got your single action only 226 Legion this week. Sweet, dude. I hope you're enjoying it. Come on, kids, get in here. Ask me some questions, say some things, do some stuff, and wear some rings. Blah, blah, blah. I just made it rhyme. Ha, ha, ha. I do it every time. Blah. So close to buying one at my LSGL local gangster store the last couple weeks. Yeah. Thanks. No, I don't have an 18C. Glock 18Cs in the United States are not private party owned legal. How old am I? In my mid-40s. Who and where and what do you do? Click on the name of the channel. Go check it out, my friend. Over 2,100 videos available for you. 3 MOA or 6. Up close, 6 MOA. Anything within like 25 yards, 6 MOA is fine. For minute of angle, for those of you that don't know, if you have a 6 MOA, that gives you a, at 100 yards, your dot should cover 6 inches of the target, theoretically. It's 6 MOA. So longer distances, you want a tinier dot. Should I buy a PO1 in ODG? Yes! Thinking about getting the Gerson Witness in 3.4 inch. Gerson is sending me one. I'll let you know how it is when I get it. Hot spam with warm mayonnaise and avocado. Jesus Christ, you're in California. Stay there. Who's Desert? I didn't see that one. Caleb, what's going on? Do I like staccato? No. Is the simple answer. They are overpriced for what they build. The Gerson Untouchable in 45 is fun. I had the Negotiator in 45, the gray with the gold titanium nitride finish was really nice. Will a gunsmith sight my pistol for me? Also, I see the value of an enclosed emitter. My 407 gets dusty. Yes, gunsmiths will do a either laser bore sight or just a doorknob sight. But you got to pay for it. Typically, like at Middletown, we charge like $20 for a quick one, $40 if we had to bust out equipment. Michael, you're making buffalo and barbecue wings for the family. All right, man, I'm in. Send them over. I'll open the door. Just throw them at me. Sig is great. Goes off when you don't want it to. Do. I don't know what I'm singing. What the Sigma? I'm a beta. Because I'm beta than you. I don't know. I'm trying to recapture my youth, but then I realized I was never young. I've always been an idiot. I'll one day ship them. No, I don't eat cold food, man. It's got to be hot, though. So you better put it in one of those bags that cooks it while it's sending. But yeah, especially when it comes to chickens and stuff. What red dot do you have on your X5 Legion? The X5 Legion has the SIG Romeo 1 Pro on it, which is a very good optic. It's nice and wide, gives you a nice field of view. The only thing bigger is the from SIG is the Max 3, and I didn't want to spend $600 or $500 at the time when they came out. Think that's called 7-Eleven. Lol, 2-day-old food cooking. Yeah, I'll pass on 7-Eleven. Although I like their egg rolls. I don't know why. It's a sick addiction. So tired of chicken. Me too. What is your favorite part about being a business owner? Being in control of everything or nothing at the same time. I can relegate or dedicate things to people or dictate things to people if I had employees, but also just being my own boss. If I want to take a few days off, guess what? I'm closed, bitches. Hello, Paul. Have you tried a Dubai chocolate bar? No. What are they? I know we've gone over the 320s, but did you see the Stoger's video, the Legion going off at a class he was in Tennessee? No, I did not. Smoking ribs. Currently been 2 hours. How did you light it? See, if I I'm a smoker. Vortex Defender XL is not priced that bad. I actually don't really like Vortex optics. A lot of them are cut to dedicated footprints, although technically the Romeo 1 Pro is cut to the same as the Vortex. So, is open carry legal in your jurisdiction? Yes, in the state of Virginia, if you are at least 18 years old, you can open carry a firearm. If you're under the age of 18, you can open carry on a farm or private property. They got a 9mm pistol that I bought a year ago, brand new, paid $600 for where. What can I expect to get it traded in on a new revolver? That is a question I can't answer for you, because if it's a Glock and you paid $600, it's worth $200. If you manage to get a CZ Shadow 2 for $600, it's worth $1,000. Just because you paid $600, I can't tell you, dude. There are over 2,000 SKUs for 9mm pistols. It's a chocolate bar with some hay-looking string candy mixed in with pistachio cream in the middle. That actually sounds really good, Michael. Is the X5 Legion and the Spectre Comp the same size? Yes, in fact, they both have the tungsten frame. I used to have both. I sold the Spectre Comp to my buddy because I hated the finish on mine. And as you can tell by the fact that I refinished my Gerson, I'm kind of a finish guy. If it doesn't look good, I don't keep them. But yes, they're the exact same gun, just with a slightly different slide. Thoughts on Stone being intimidated by the Glock recoil? I tried to reassure him he'll be fine. I didn't know he had a problem with it because he shoots a Smith & Wesson 2.0 or 1.0. So, hello, substitute for Victor here. He's watching. I'm 13, by the way. He has a question. What age does he have to be? You have to be at least 13 years old to be on the live streams and chatting. If you're chatting for him, don't tell me that. So what I need you to do is retract that comment. Bro, I'm mad. I can't open carry because I'm too young, but I'll have one ASAP. There you go, Olivia. Oh, them shits on the wall. I have never put any of those in my keister. So those are all 100% non-keistered firearms. Thank you very much for mentioning. Dude, those are like really close to Marines, nut to butt. Yeah, I'll have to move those someday. I just tried one today. It's actually really good. Saw a lot of videos about them. Yeah. Thank you for taking care of the idiot. It might even be friends. I don't know, but I don't care. I just tried one today. Yep. All right. Sorry, my right eye isn't working today, so. Boom, 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 boom. Anybody picked up anything cool lately? Just tried one today. I can send you one. Yeah, do it, man. Send me an email. Unless you've got my address because I sent you a shirt. So moving forward in my long form videos, I really won't be mentioning my store much. So keep that in mind as you're watching. I'll probably put the Wind City Armory sign behind me, but I have no intention on saying words or anything anymore because they demonetized 2 of my videos, and I don't want to have that keep happening. Also, I'm considering just demonetizing the entire channel, but that would require doing something like Patreon or begging you guys for money, and I don't want to do that. Wall's looking nice. Thank you. Did you see the Gerson? Did you see the finish I put on the Gerson? The Gerson has a new finish. It looks like this. It's shiny and dull. Though for some reason my page won't load the other pictures because it's a bunch of crack faces. Come on, you crack face. Load the damn picture. Come on, you math. But yeah, that one was that last week. I'll put up a shorts video in the morning showing how good it actually looks. So, I think I need to check, but I will email you. All right, dude. Email me. Send that email. I don't want no regular mail. I want a she-mail or an express mail. Yeah, I just picked up a Spear PSA 110A1 Staccato P2 and topped it off with the TTI Combat. Been a crazy couple of weeks. Braden is getting it on, bro. I kind of like the two-tone, honestly. What, the original finish? It's not bad, but I wanted to personalize my guns, and I really like that dull, shiny finish. So that's just the slide. The frame is aluminum on the Match X 2011, so unfortunately I couldn't hot blue that. So I may eventually wind up getting the Match S just so I can blue that frame and then put the Match X top on it forever. What is that below the revolver all the way to the right? That is Nolly, not a Luger, yo. Make sure you guys hit the like button for the stream. Thank you, Mouse. It's a Ruger Mark II copy made by Ramline. It's called the Ramline Syntec pistol. I got the Star B6 Senate for 179, SCT 17 frame, Diamondback FDE AR lower, all waiting for me at my FFL. Airbacks, nice choices, dude. If you go into the non-clearance section for SAR, they actually have a purple B6C and an orange one, both of those for 199 available as well. BTG did a sweet job polishing the frame. Who's BTG? I did the frame. For the guys wondering, it only cost me a trip to Culver's for the old lady. Braden, we're a safe place. You don't have to justify it. But good grabs, man. Do I like Kimber 1911s? Actually, I really do. I've always liked them, but I'm also somebody who works on 1911s and does his own work and tuning and stuff. So even if my Kimber had, say, the issues that are currently talked about every now and then, like the failure to feeds, failure to ejects, little things like that, I have the ability to repair those issues by just polishing them out. Do not have a Colt Python. I have the Ruger GP100. I think it has a superior trigger. Wonder if I can make a 10-round mag for the Ramline. It's not, yeah, you literally could, but it has such a stupid follower in it that it snaps over time. Bust them guns hand polished. Oh, yeah. No, I never looked at his. Oh, I love the Culvers. They have been. Culvers. Butter batter makes our butter burgers better. Beer butter batter makes our butter burgers better. I can't remember. Didn't that start in Minnesota? I thought Culver started there. What am I doing? I'm trying to go to. Did Bust Them Guns do that? Are we thinking about the same channel? BUSS Them Guns? Let me see what he did. Oh, okay. So he just took the finish off of it. So he went with Nighthawk parts, the EGW ignition kit. So the flats on mine looked like that before they were blued. Although he went with the higher polish than I did. I didn't want a super, super high polish because I wanted to be able to carry the gun. But no, his gun looks good. Jesus, why is anyone more than one gun or two? You gonna fire them with your feet? You betcha. My ghost feet. Would you do a range day with Gabe Lack guy? No. Would you recommend anyone that could do a camo job on my spear? I really don't know of people that do things. No, Bust Some Guns. He built a nice gun. I'll give him that credit. It's not my style, but it looks really good. I don't like that polished look. I like the standard stainless look, but the polished look it's definitely interesting. I tested negative for COVID last night, but Miss Mouse still has it. Damn it! You're halfway there. I like the silver gun. Yeah, it's not bad. Feel better soon, Mouse. It's only positive if you're really good at tests. I got a buddy that failed every test he ever took, except the drug test. He was always positive on those. Living on a prayer, take my hand, we'll make it out, I swear. Hi-ho, we're gonna go on a ride. Yeah. Ah! Would I get a Chris Vector? I had one for about a year because my buddy forgot I had it. It was fine. It's not really my style again. I have an issue with a lot of guns that are currently on the market because a lot of those guns are not legally full auto for civilians. The Chris Vector was designed with that recoil system to make it go really good auto, but it's a good shooting gun. We're pretty much symptom free now. Glad to hear it, Mouse. What would you do if I pointed at you? I'm also full of fries right now. I've made it about halfway through that bag of fries. Do I like the Jacob Gray 1911s? I've never actually held a Jacob Gray 1911. They look okay, though. You got gun. You am smart. You am have eyes. I'm strong from Fallout 4. Keep. I'm fine with an aluminum frame personally. It doesn't really bother me. So there's like multiple schools of thought when it comes to frames and stuff. So the Gerson has the aluminum frame, and half the reviewers are saying they wished it had a steel frame. A bunch of the rest of them are all saying they wish it had the steel frame. And then there's some that say they like the aluminum frame. Here's the deal. 90% of us won't give a crap. Got a Savage arm and got 25 cents from my bro-in-law. I don't know what that means, but cool. I have a steel frame attached to my body. Aw, you're like Forrest Gump with the legs. Odds of survival, brown bear charging at you. All you got is a 9-shot 22 revolver. If I have somebody with me, extremely high. I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you. Grab a gun. Had the SA Echelon comp for $5.99 with the gear up package, including 5 mags and a CT red dot. I couldn't pull the trigger because I have the full-size Echelon. Air Max Palmetto State has it for $5.69 right now. And you should email me if you want to go with the comped pack. Somebody might be in the market for an Echelon at a reasonable price. True, but my Wilson Combat EDC X9 has an aluminum frame, and I wish it was steel. Very nice made, though. So, steel frame helps definitely with recoil. I mean, dude, you shot the C96. That thing has way more recoil than that EDC X9 would, so damn cold-blooded. Yeah, yours, not mine. I'm staying warm-blooded, dude. And if I live, and I'm the only one that can tell the tale, oops. This guy has a bullet in what's left of his kneecap. Oh, yeah, I was aiming for the bear, and my buddy, for some reason, ran in front of me. I absolutely love my Echelon. What melee weapons are good? Dem fists, bro! My Remington 1911A ejects the empty casings poorly. Any idea how to fix this and improve? Bad ejection is down to two things, extractor and ejector. If the ejector is not, like, if it's wrong, if it's, say, the edge of it isn't at the right angle, it can cause that. And if your extractor isn't right, your extractor might not be pulling them and shooting them out the right way. I pulled the the extractor out of the Gerson, and it really has a slightly undersized tang on it, which is why if you notice in some videos of the, even my own video of the Match X when I was shooting the 2311, some of the rounds were coming straight back and hitting me. That's because when the slide is coming back, the round is being pulled straight back and it's flipping straight up. It's hitting the ejector and going straight up instead of the extractor holding it long enough to send it out the way it's supposed to. So you need to check your extractor and your ejector. Dude tripped. Who tripped? I tripped? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you. I like how in the short you did on the 320, you're pointing at the front door of your store. Lol. I'm calling the cops on you. You better, dude, because these guns aren't registered. Do you sell swords? I can get them, but no, I don't currently. William says, thank you. No problem, dude. Go on to any reputable parts site and get like the Wilson Combat bulletproof extractor. I bet you just the extractor will make a big difference. Woo. Also, if y'all want me to wear a really stupid outfit with really big fake boobs on Wednesday, you need to donate. I'm not holding you guys hostage. I'm not dark side filling, but if you want me to look like a complete dumbass on the internet, homie gots to get paid. Duckisa, how you doing? Guns, beautiful. This, beautiful. We like guns here. We also like chicken. Fried chicken, made out of the chicken of my enemies. Are they squishy booby? Oh, dude, they're huge squishy boobies. So, unlike the ones Zaxxon sent last year, these ones are the kind that you wear like a shirt. And, bro, they said they were D's. They're like fucking G's. Sorry about the cuss word. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why I have that pinned comment up there. If y'all want me to do something stupid, you got to pay for it. I am 100% for doing stupid shiz, but homie got to get paid. Nice, love it. So if you're in the Discord, after the Discord, I'll put them on and put a picture in the Discord. Yeah, they are ridiculous. And the only thing I have is a cat suit that I could wear, but it's black. So, hi, how can I join the Discord? If somebody can put up the Discord welcome link, I'd appreciate it. RG, what's up, dude? Thank you very much for the $2 donation. Appreciate that. You're always a king. Thank you so much. $2. $1.40 will be going towards the nice. Nice to see trans gun owners exist. Cross-dressing garbage. I'm not trans. I don't identify. I'm just willing to cross-dress. There's a big difference. I don't do it as a lifestyle. What guns are good with close range? Any gun that you can comfortably control and handle is what you want for close range action. Aren't handguns banned? Maybe if you live in a country that banned them, like Canada or Britain or New Zealand or a few places. Am I a leftist? No, I'm righty. Just got my first can. I'm so hyped. That's awesome, dude. I'm signing up with Silencer Shop myself, but it's 4 to 6 months. The better you dress, the more you get, lol. Yeah. How old for a gun? In the United States, you have to be minimum 18 years of age to go to an FFL and buy one, as well as private parties. To buy from a gun store, a handgun, you have to be 21. Many states allow private party sales of handguns at 18. I bought a Wilson BCG from Battlehawk Armory, but didn't do my homework. Are they better than mil-spec? Yeah, Wilson BCGs are better than mil-spec. I'm trying to think about the Wilsons. Is it PVD, DLC, or titanium nitride coating? Or is it nickel boron? Anything over a parkerized finish will definitely be better, but anything... Wilson is definitely a step up from a standard one. How does it feel to be stretched by traffic cone? It's a little bit itchy for the first foot and a half. Just dumped 3 mags of 45 ACP into water jugs yesterday. How'd that go, dude? Was it fun? Were they all Full Metal Jacket, or did you use some hollow points? I need to do some videos comparing like soda cans and stuff. Since I don't drink sugary soda, I'll just go to Walmart and buy their cheap stuff, or AKA Walmart people soda. Also, next month I think I'm going to go back in and start doing more work on the tattoos. I need to do that. Somebody's young and funny. Dogs can't get MRIs, but cats can. Fun with hollow points? Yeah, hollow points, man. That'll do some blues, kablooies. Kablooies. Bloop. I'm English in the book. Speaking the words. What would you think about an AKM in 8.6 blackout? That would be a waste of an 8.6 blackout round, because AKs are inherently not very accurate. Wilson doesn't really do a good surface job. Uh-oh, Air Max. RG's laying out the rules for you. He's telling you they're not good. I want an M249 so bad. You can get them. Get it, bro. Get it. It's legal in Maryland, but a pencil barrel AR isn't. But you can actually buy semi-auto, but you can buy an M249 saw in the state of Maryland. You cannot buy an FN15. Sorry, my phone died. It's all right. I don't remember which gun we were talking about. The difference between what? Between what or oh, you need to spell that with the right letter. Sorry. Wow, man, hands down, I'm loving that wall. Thank you, Jose. For real, yes. Pencil barrels are banned in the state of Maryland for some reason. Age for a gun: 18 for a long gun in the United States, 21 for a handgun. If you're buying from a store, you can be 18 in some states and private party buy. Thomas, what's going on? That is so sad. The alphabet boys are tripping. Yeah, that's a state thing, so it's actually the state of Maryland is tripping. It's a crazy looking wall, bro. Holy, that's sick. Thank you, Locked In. No problem, Xavion. Xavion. So, anyways, let's talk about some shit. What do we got going on, guys? I need you guys to give me a subject to talk about. I'm sitting here just thinking to myself that I really want some Popeye's chicken. But then I'll get fat and I can't wear something cute. What did he just say? Nothing. Didn't say nothing. You have an Enfield? No, I'm actually not like a period style kind of guy. I'm more of a handgun guy. I respect the Lee Enfields, but I don't really care for them. Mil-spec black nitride. Oh, if it's mil-spec black nitride, it'll be fine. And at $80, it's not going to be like a real giant. You're not going to notice much of an upgrade. It's cool to have one from Wilson, I guess. Just bought a Palmetto Dagger compact. Any pros or cons you might know of or have any experience. You need to take it out and shoot it, Brandon, and make sure that it's cycling correctly. Make sure that it doesn't need any internal polishing. Make sure that they put it together right. Palmetto State's one downfall that they have is the fact that their quality control is not very good. They have no problems putting together guns. They have a problem making all of their guns well. Do I collect guns? Yes. Most of the guns on the wall were out of my private collection that are for sale in my store. By the way, I forgot to take pictures and put shit up, so thank you for reminding me. I'll do it tomorrow. What CC is easiest to change the magazines on? All of them. 86x51 is too expensive. I'm with you there, Braden. Luckily I don't see it. Did I see the new Last of Us? I have not seen season 2. I don't know if I'm really going to watch it, though, because I know how the game ends. So if it follows the game like season 1 did, then I'm a little disappointed. Palmetto's clearing out the B6C for $200. Is it worth it? It is if you want something that CG75 pattern that runs and shoots well. The SAR stuff is decent. Absolutely. Hey, let me get a Draco. Look. Here's what you need to do. You need to get some class, some taste, and a real AK. Dracos are for sissies. And that's coming from a dude that wears fake tits online. Joe boy, I got the BC for $179. There you go. Did you ever get all your guns back? Nope, still working on it, but I've gotten a bunch of them back. So I was supposed to use some money to do that out of a loan, but I didn't get the loan that I wanted, so I'm a little short. Kind of like in my pants. It just came out yesterday. Oh, yeah, I'll have to check it out. The problem was yesterday, Mouse, I was watching Bondsman with Kevin Bacon, and I binge-watched all 8 episodes. Are those up with their real or fake? Are those up with their real or fake? You need to learn the difference between there, and there. And sentence structure. Oh, how was that? Was it good? It was definitely good. Definitely worth a watch. It kind of gave me Bruce Campbell, Army of Darkness kind of vibes, so it's definitely worth checking out. Are those up there real? Yes. Do I have minigun? No, I do not. Although if you get a crank one, technically they're legal. But I have no desire to own a minigun. All my friends would want to shoot it, none of them would pay for the ammo, and then I would go broke just making my friends giggle like little bitches. And I can do that anyways. I just pull down my shorts. Is that a Colt M1911? No, there are no Colts on that wall. Not a big Colt fan. They've been living on their name for the last 20 years. I already answered that, Xavion. We were looking at it and thinking it was worth watching, and will do now. Honestly, I was bored and I had nothing better to do, and I started watching it, and like I said, it's interesting. It's also saddening to know that all the actors that are currently starring in all the best shows happen to be aging out adults, because Kevin Bacon is freaking 64 and he's still doing shows, and they can't find good young actors that can do the kind of acting they can, so how dare you? Colt are the best. No, they are not. Is Daewoo importing the K2? At some point, but it won't be until the end of the year for the new version. Are the ones on the wall the only ones that you have? Nope. Cody, what's up? Don't type in all caps, Thomas, but yes, I do like 1911s and 2011s. That's interesting about actors. Think about it, dude. Sylvester Stallone has Tulsa King, which is a very good show. All the old people keep doing shows. Liam Neeson keeps getting work. No to Berettas. Berettas just aren't my style. I'm not a double action, single action guy, so I'll pick them up every now and then I'll sell them really quickly. I have 2 in my personal collection, but nothing that I think is worth putting on the wall. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I have my CCW. Would that help making my 4473s go quicker? Your 4473s only go quicker if you're already somebody who gets instantly approved. When filling out a 4473, there's no guarantee the CCW is going to speed it up. I know people with CCWs that get delayed. Your background check is done based on what's publicly available in the records. CCW just means that you are licensed to carry concealed, but that doesn't matter to them when it comes to buying it, if that makes sense. It really doesn't help. HK overrated? Yes, and overpriced. Stallone is also a master at bullshito. What are you talking about? I'm the king. Yeah, I don't do a good Stallone accent. It's just a deep down like it.
It's just an Italian accent. It's cool.
They're waiting for the old people to die out and use their images in AI. Pretty much. I just turned 21. I want to get a Glock 19. Any advice? Yes. Try some other guns first. If you're dead set on a Glock 19, fine. But make sure that you try all your options. Don't buy a Glock 19 just because you've seen it online or just because your friends are telling you to. You need to make sure that your handgun purchase is one that you actually like. Thank you for the info. You're fine. I just grabbed a Gen 1 Glock 17 yesterday for 300 beans. Good grab, Blix. Hold on, Joe. You're a CZ guy, so you're a DASA guy. The last Shadow 2 I owned was single action only. Yes, the PO1 and SPO1 are both double action, single action, so I do have to agree those ones are. But I prefer single action CZs over the double action variant. If they make a variant that's single action, I will take that over the double action version. That's why I want, like, if I buy a 226, 229, or the 226X5 that I'm looking at, single action only. The Berettas that I actually kept, I've got the 9211, which is single action, and the 92 Performance. I made that mistake, love the gun, but feels too bulky. I'm not a particularly large man. I hear you, brother. Hey, dude, sorry I'm late. 9 o'clock snuck up on me. That's fine, dude. It's 9:12. We still got plenty of time. All you new people, hit the like button for me. It shows Google that, hey, this guy's actually okay. If you watch Forgotten Weapons put up a video where they censored and they deleted one of his videos from 14 years ago because he mentioned an ammo sponsor, I mean, YouTube is getting really stupid with their algorithms and shiz. Do you have an ARP 1223? Nope, sorry. My background checks always come back approved and never been convicted of any crimes. There's any reason I get delayed or denied? Stupid question. Matthew, the most typical reasons for a delay in a background check is because your name is very similar to somebody else in the system that is either high-level clearanced or wanted for something. Your social security number is close to somebody's that is wanted or high-level security clearance. You're a junior, third, fourth, or your name is super common where you are located at. So if you're in a state, I mean, if Bodie was really your name, that wouldn't be a good reason. Sorry, I have something in my right eye and it's killing me. Have I ever considered moving to Rumble? I am on Rumble, and the fact that you didn't, I mean, the fact that it gets mentioned so little is pretty much proof as why I don't. I've made 6 cents since I did Rumble. Rumble is not a viable alternative. Have I tried the SFS system for the 1911s? When you pop your fingers, does it make you miss your toes? Yes, 100% Stone. And I have phantom limb pain, and I can still remember the feel and the sound it made when my toes cracked. It was a thought, Zaxxon. Leave me alone. No, it's fine. I love my Legion 226 single action only, but it is easy to hold down the slide lock by mistake, so I really get locked back unless I really concentrate. I get that, and honestly, because of my really high grip, I showed it in the video for the 2011 that I did, that one was failing to lock back every now and then. Honestly, I don't care if it fails to lock back. You recommend hollow point bullets with the highest grain possible in a rifle? Is it doable? Well, certain rounds only go to certain loads, so yeah, but it all depends on what you're trying to do with it, Isaiah. I have thoughts too. I don't friggin' say them out, though. You sent me big fake hooters, man. You put your thoughts out in the world. Yeah, you got a super high grip. I was trying that the other night with my staccato. I found that from PewView on YouTube, and I tried it, and it actually worked pretty good. So, like I said, that's where I adopted that from. I watched his How to Eliminate Recoil video. It actually does more than just forcing you to put your hand up high. When you have a super high, number one, it turns your wrist like this. So your wrist is actually already in a position where it's going to be bringing the gun back down for return to zero. But additionally, when you're doing that, you're able to keep this arm looser. You know, some people will tell you, you gotta lock out both arms. No. It let you carry cocked and locked with the hammer down. Yeah, but I carry cocked and locked anyway. Also, I carry SIGs. They're cocked and locked with no way of making them safe. Ever! If you could put a monetary value on everything on that wall, what do you think it would be? That wall? Well, those two would cost $2,500 right now. There's $2,000 in Glocks up there. VP9 $700. The SIG 229 is a $900 gun. The Heritages are only worth about $100 a piece. 4 or 5. I don't know. Probably about $5-6 worth of guns back there. $7. Who knows? They're only worth what somebody's willing to pay for them, by the way. Thank you. We'll check that out. And yay, I'm a great shot. I'm okay. You're a good shot too, man. I was playing with some guns and I never realized how different the grip angle is on a Glock to other pistols. It's amazing, isn't it, Mountain Man? That's why so many people have that first shot that always wings off to the left and low if they're right-handed. Guy called me today and lost a fob for a 22 Equinox somewhere on the freeway when he got out to piss 60 miles from nowhere with no key to start the car. Damn! I had the opposite problem with my Canik. My thumb push up and lock back before empty. On some guns, that used to be a problem. Like the standard SIG frames, they have that weird shelf underneath the safety or the slide lock. And when I used to hold in my regular one, my thumb would push up on it and lock them open. So I have had that happen. Thank you. I've been practicing for years. That's what it takes, man. It's also what killed Beethoven. But yeah, practice makes perfect and killed Beethoven. What's the cheapest reliable handgun out on the market? I would probably come in and say something like the Smith & Wesson SD9 V2. They're about $3, and they're very solid guns. Why is Smith & Wesson M&P 2 and the best, and why is it the 40? No. What are those flower grips on that Heritage? They're not actually flower grips, Mountain Man. They're actually a pinkish skull pattern. Really quick, go back to the 14-minute mark in this video, and you can see them all, and then come back. Don't worry, we'll wait. Stupid thumbs. I get rid of one bad habit and replace it with something else. Yeah, that's how I got started with cocaine. I stopped, eating Snickers. What food joints do you recommend for tourists coming through Virginia? We have just the standard stuff here, honestly. If you drive through Chantilly, Virginia, you want to go to Honey Pig, Happy Pig. It's a Korean barbecue joint. The pear is really nice. Yeah, it is. Was considering a cig as my first daily carry. I wouldn't. I'm trying to send the email, but it says it's queued, so I'll try sending it a bit. All right, dude. Is M&P 2.0 better than Glock? Anything is better than Glock. Everything is better than Glock. Hell, Glock clones are better than Glocks. Oh, son of a... What is in my eye? Son of a bitch. The problem is, I'm at that point where I'm just itching it because it's itchy. For real, I need that para. Yeah, you come up with the right amount of money, it's yours, bro. Oh, if this doesn't stop itching, I may have to terminate the live stream. What about Gerson? I like Gerson. That's Gerson up there, the one with the light on it. It's a customized influencer. What's the 1911 that's up on the left that is the classic looking? That is the Auto Ordnance 1911. I have a video on the channel for it. It's the Auto Ordnance GI model. It actually says model of 1911 A1 US. So, Isaiah, please don't type stuff like that. What's your thought on the Citadel Boss 25? Never messed with it. Itching it because it itches makes it itch more. Yeah, I normally don't do things like that. Whatever was in there is gone, dude. It's so irritated right now. It's too late. Am I allergic to silicone? No, I'm not. In fact, I was wearing them the other day when they came in the mail just to see how they fit. Like I said, they are mahusa bazongas, unlike the little cheap ones I had before. So is my name Joe or Jim? It's actually Joe, but I answer to just about anything. What do you do to lighten the trigger on a Ruger revolver? I personally would take it to a gunsmith that does revolvers and have them do it. I don't really do anything with revolvers myself. But yeah, my actual name is Joe. Actually, my actual name is Christopher, but I tell everybody it's Joe, so... Jiminy, I got Dun Home speed loader pouch for my... I got a Don Hume speed loader. Goodbye for $13. Sounds good. I don't deal with revolvers too much, so I don't honestly know. How come you guys haven't hit the like button? Y'all are in here just hanging out, chilling. Also, read the pinned comment. Zaxxon, my mod, thinks it's funny to make me cross-dress on live stream, so if you guys want to donate something, we'll buy something stupid to wear with the big fake bahoobies that I have coming. It's good quality leather. That's the most important thing. I did, bucko. Thank you. I got an eyelash in my eye. Coworker told me to blow in my nose. It got rid of it. I don't know where it went, but it worked. Well, here's what the funny thing is. When you blow your nose, all the crap that's in your eye makes its way over to here, to your tear duct. So that's probably why he was telling you to do that. That's why when you wake up in the morning, the crap in your eye, it's actually called sleep. So you wipe the sleep from your eye. So everything in your eye will naturally move to your tear duct. What caliber are those revolvers? There's one 357, which is the one on the end, and the rest are all 22. They're heritages. Cannot pick up a gun on a live stream, Sonny. Oh, I didn't know Zaxxon sent the boobies. He didn't send them. He paid for them, and I ordered them. They were in my Amazon cart, so he sent the money for them. And I, being a man of my word, bought them because he paid for them. I'm not one of those assholes that takes money and doesn't do what he's told. Although I did fail on the live stream, but you guys thought it was hilarious that I tried to stay up that late. Maybe I'll do a 24-hour live stream wearing the boobies. All of your guns are live? Nope, they're all inanimate objects, my friend. Not a single one of those has a personality, except for Big Dick McDick, and I sold him. I am a fit person guy, believe it or not, even though I have a bit of a dad bod. Best high point. I'm actually an eyes guy. The eyes are super important, you know. And that's coming from a dude who can look everywhere at once. Best high point. Actually, the best high point are the carbine high points. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, exhaustion, on top of heat stroke. Oh, they're not that hot. I don't know, man. The 24-hour stream is not good for you. No, it's one of those things where I think I should do like 6 hours, take an hour, 6 hours, take an hour, 6 hours, take an hour, 6 hours, take an hour. That way it'll technically be 28 hours. What up, dude? Redneck, what's up, son? You must have a lot of hands. Yes, I keep them in a cooler in the basement. I take them out from time to time, and I try to unlock phones with them. Is Taylor & Co. Western guns by you? Taylor & Co. Firearms is about 4 miles from me. You sold McDD? Yes, but I sold it to a viewer of the channel, so it was worth it. So when are you collecting for the booby show? Doing it as of now. You can either help pay to get something stupid to wear, and I need suggestions. It can't be anything that YouTube would have a big problem with. Keep that in mind. So be it a frilly dress or cheerleaders, whatever, I don't care. And two, it's got to be at least a $300 total donation for me to do it. In terms of lube, I use, if you're talking about sex lube, I use Turn On. If you want to know why I have that out, don't worry about it. If you're talking about gun lube, I use Wilson Combat. Damn, I wanted it. Sorry, bud. I thought you said you collected ears. Yeah, I'll collect ears too. That's a different cooler. Any rifles? I've got a few. Is that Turn On lube any good? It's silicone based. Actually, that's why I bought it. It's a silicone based lube, so it's actually really good for when you're sanding. And don't ask me why there's sandpaper on my floor. Don't worry about it. But yeah, the randomness in this room, holy shit. But yeah, it's actually really good when you're doing stuff to use. Yeah, the silicone lube seems to keep the shit from getting galled up. Did you ever find an adult size walk hat? I did not. The time you stayed up was great. That one kid came in and talked garbage, and everyone who roasted him for hours. Yeah, I miss that guy. He was such a good guy. Talk to me, Joe. How does one set up a range bag, and what brand of ears do you use? So I have Walker over ears, and then I just use cheap in-ears when I'm like foam ones when I'm just using in-ears. I've had people send me in-ears, so I've got a few different brands of those as well. But in my range bag, I'll bring my iFixit toolkit, so it's got most of the tools I need should I need to adjust the sight, etc. Obviously, I keep a first aid kit with a tourniquet in case I have any training accidents. By the way, if you have to call 911 because your buddy's an idiot and shot somebody or shot themselves, it's a training accident. It's never a, yeah, that's all you say. And then obviously I carry my guns in a hard case and I carry the ammunition in my backpack. What happened to the Hoomans? It's the fact that somebody said they're important, but they only meant for their vacant holes. Last time I got kidnapped by aliens, trust me, they found the holes. Susie, sending love from Scotland. Any recommendations for the best gun range to visit? Us being one-timers going to the range as a family. So if you're here in Northern Virginia, the one I'm using is Middletown Firearms' range. You can go to Middletown Firearms and check it out. Just Google it. If you're in Northern Virginia. Oh, sorry, I should be talking like you. And that's where you're gonna go. You're gonna go over there and you're gonna shoot your guns. You're gonna have a grand old time. It's gonna be a good day. Thoughts, things to bring to the range. Number 1, bullets. Number 2, lube. Number 3, a patsy. Oh wait, that was JFK. Thank you so much for the donation. That's so beautiful. Sometimes when I speak like a Scottish guy, it does that. I could do the what's his name? The guy that played Scotty. I cannot do it, Captain. But you're a queen, Susie. Thank you. Drop more knowledge on us. Yes, you can eat lava once. You can parachute without a. You can skydive without a parachute once. You can bungee cord with a solid rope once. Band-aids are good in a range bag. I learned that the hard way. Yep. Also a tourniquet. Just didn't have the power. I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. It's hard not to slip more towards the Sean Bean. I don't know why I shook my head when I did that. I just saw it on the replay. Hello? It is time for the goat. Hi, dude. How's it going? Phaser, what's up? Mr. Miller's here. Now I'm going to talk like Gru. Agnes, what are you doing? How do you feel about the high point? Actually, the high point are the better things. The rifles are the better ones. Got in my belly. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Why do you clean your guns with your shirt? Why not? Cloth is cloth, bro. Why do you use yours to beat off on? Bro, open your eyes. I got shit in the eye. I can't open it. I had a towel I could use as a nightstand when I was a teenager. That's actually not my joke. That is from Adam Ferrara. He told that joke when he was younger. I use sandpaper. That is why it was on floor. You're not supposed to enjoy. I just went Russian and Scottish in one. I use the sandpaper. It makes you scream pretty good. Do you have a Glock 19X back there? No, I have a Glock 19M. That's the government one. It's the one the FBI wants you to use. What did I walk into today? Y'all are crazy. Thank you, Redneck. Says the guy that used to come in with his Russian cousin. Dude, I worked with, had a drawer for his old tissues. Like, why the frick just not throw it out? That is somebody who at home has every newspaper he's ever gotten. Don't go to his house. You might not leave. Oh, dude, I threw away the tissue and now I got a schnoz. Here, like Belle Daphne sells her bathwater, I'm going to sell my used tissues. Oh, dude, that one was stringy. Anybody else look at their boogers after they blow their nose? I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, diddly-dee. Tommy comes in with a $5 donation. What am I using that for, Tommy? Is that just because I'm an awesome freaking dude, or is that for the boob stream? Adam Ferrara is actually an extremely funny comedian. Oh, we don't talk about that. I had to put him down. The public did not like him much. I miss my cousin, Roman. I look at my boogers, too. How many of you eat them? Hands up. Tommy wins. Yes, he does. It's the booby streams donations. No, Tommy boy. Oh, he said it's for red drink. Are you going to kill people with us? Can't see the danger. I can't see, you actually using good English, bro. Yeah, I'm good at English. I wanted to talk to you. Why are you going to hurt other people? You don't, you bastard. How many titty stream donations are you doing? I mean, $300 is $300, bro. Like you said, $300 is $300, bro. Imagine if I had boobies, it'd be all over them. I missed my mouth with a bottle. Somebody doesn't know how to smile like a donut. We saw Louis C.K. last month. He was amazing. Probably the funniest show I've been to. Yeah, Louis C.K. is another one of those. Skill issue? What, with the drinking? I have a drinking problem. If you know what that's from, put it in the comments. It was over Macho Grande. Over Macho Grande? Not even close. Susie! Keep winning, big chap. Thank you so much, my dear. And keep playing golf while wearing kilts. Do you have a USP 45? Nope. Thoughts on the Beretta M9? It's fine. It's common. It's too expensive for what it is, but it's cool. Airplane. Yep, you guys got it. You know, if you hold the Glock upside down, it aligns better than upright. Do you know Glock spelled backwards is clog? Cog? There's this one guy that makes money by out of water aerobics. Out of water aerobics. What? And of course, airplane. Drinky problem. Yep. What's the capacity of the rose gold Glock? It's a 43X, so it's a 10 plus 1. And if you get the Shield Arms mags, you can run 15 plus 1. It's a pistol with the blue grip, a custom grip, or the original. Those are aftermarket grips that I had to file to fit the gun because they were a cheap set off of Amazon. They just look really good on the CZs. I've seen Gabriel Iglesias and Theo Vaughn. I've never seen Theo Vaughn, but I have seen Gabriel Iglesias. I also saw Jeff Dunham live. My parents bought me tickets one year for my birthday. Got a lot of guns there, partner. You got a BFG? No, sir. I do not currently own a BFG. Have you made a book? Yes, there's a lot of names in it. This guy pissed me off the other day. This guy turned left on a red light when he wasn't supposed to. This guy pissed in my Cheerios even though I didn't pay him for it that time. This guy broke into my house, stole my cat. It wasn't a John Wick level offense, so I let him go. Brian Williams would likely be funny alive. Ironically, he puts out a lot of shorts. I'll translate the country for you. Someone make money doing gay stuff outside of the water. Oh. That's not really country for you, because country bumpkins know that just like anybody else, any hole's a port in a storm. Thinking about a gift for the wife. It'd be a good one. You should contact me. Well, everybody knows a kitty cat's not as worthy as a dog. Start the fight! He just said cats aren't as good as dogs. Somebody get the pitchforks and the torches, Martha. You guys don't actually have to be here for this. I'm just talking as much as I want to because I'm a dumbass. What do I think about the SIG SRAS rifle? I think I want it. Never messed with one before. Get it. Tell me how much you like it. We need you in jeans and boots with the cowboy hat. How much? I'm already wearing jeans. I don't own a cowboy hat. So whatever a cowboy hat costs, because that's not really me looking stupid. But I tell you what, I'll do it one of these live streams. I'll do a live stream where I just do the southern accent the whole time. Mrs. Mouse just said dogs are the best after you said that. That's right. The animals aren't equal to humans. That'll get the fight going. Actually, every animal I've ever met is better than any human I ever met, and I'll live and die by that statement. Even the cat that scratched me that one time. I've never seen John Wick. I need to. I'm lacking. Okay, I'm going to give you a super fast synopsis. Keanu Reeves kills people. And he holds a port in a storm. That's rough, bro. Only if you don't use lube, Susie. What's your opinion on the Taurus G3C? I actually like the gun. Being a inexpensive gun doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be okay. However, quality control always suffers when the price goes too far down. So a G3C comes with 3 mags, and you can typically get them for like between $240 and $300, depending on where you're buying it from. At that price point, don't be surprised if it needs a break-in period or it might have some issues. But they should be pretty solid overall. Short question about the Glock sights. Do you like the U-shape or the dots? I always replace mine for blacked out rear fiber optic front for my personal guns. Fash. Fasho. Do I got a Glockenspiel 19? No, but I have a Farfig Nugan. Taurus G2Cs will function with SIG 226, 229 mags. Yes, they will. One voice, you sounded like Cleveland. Quagmire, you are dead. Funny thing is, the guy that does the voice of Cleveland is a whitey. Facts, my guy, straight math. If you go over to West Virginia, you'd have to change the A for an E and be like, facts, my guy, straight meth. You got meth? Chanson, good to see you, brother. No caps, kids. Do you know the HCAN 60 heavy cannon? No, I do not. Do not type in all caps. I will not answer your question if you type in all caps. Also, do you have questions? If you don't see it, I don't got it. How's that? Your biggest gun. So biggest revolver I have is the Smith & Wesson 460 XVR. That's in 460 Smith & Wesson. The biggest revolver I have, or biggest rifle I have, is a Marlin 1895 and 4570. Who's winning, Joe? Samurai or Vikings? Vikings, because there will be a lot more of them. They also don't need horses. Mr. Joe, what's going on? I hope you're at least 47 minutes. Your last 47 minutes have been good. Minute 36 was a little bit iffy. I tried to do two accents at the same time. It didn't come out right. I sounded like Sean Connery in Red October. Yes, I'm a Russian sub commander. Stop by to say Jesus loves you. Thank you. Don't say it again and we're good. Where do you get all your guns? All over the place. I have multiple shops that I frequent. I'm also an FFL dealer, so people bring guns to me. Just all kinds of stuff. I don't have merch. The only merch I had were the shirts that are over here behind my shoulder, but they're all gone except for that one, and that's a large. So, do I have a mouser? No, that would be a cat. Do I reload ammo? No, sir, I do not. What's your favorite gun? The 1911 platform. Susie found the members only stickers. Awesome. Does that rose gold only come with one mag? No, it's a brand new gun. It comes with 2 mags, I believe. What am I drinking? This is from my local store, so it's store brand, sugar-free, watermelon, strawberry, water additive. Thoughts on the P365 fuse? I traded mine for a Prodigy before shooting it, so I don't have any opinions on how they shoot. I will tell you I like the overall size. I meant a Mauser. Currently, I don't have anything in a Mauser. I used to, but I sold it. Hopefully not too weird to ask, but do you own or work in a shop? If so, what state? Yes, I'm in the state of Virginia, Northern Virginia. I own Wind City Armory. It's an actual gun store and knives store. Do you have a golden revolver? No, but I have a golden retriever. Actually, it's my buddy's, but it's kind of my dog because we told his landlord it was mine, and she likes me better than anybody else. Can you show me your most strongest one? Nope, sorry, because you can't pick up guns on live streams. That is forged up there. Oh, yeah. Dope, thanks. Out of state for me. I can ship to your local FFLs. Just go to Wind City Armories. How many guns do you have? Currently for sale in my store, about 35. Golden Shower. Unfortunately, when you change a baby, you're going to get hit with a few of those. My condolences, Mouse. Oh, gotta go grocery shopping. Shit. Get a honeydew melon and tell me how much you like it. My opinion on the MC9 Prime. I need to get one. I have the long slide coming. I didn't order the Prime because it's nearly $200 more, and I can't really justify it right now for the store just to do a video. Watching from South Africa, Petrona, do you like cats or dogs? I grew up with a lot of cats, but I've also had dogs. I like dogs for, like, just hanging out. Like, a dog, when you sit on the couch, will just sit and stay with you for hours. A cat is more aloof, but cats are fun to have, too, because they like to play with string and shit. I had a dog that played with string, but he also liked to eat it, and then he'd poop it out. Know anything about the CVA Cascade lineup? I've played with them a little bit. CVAs are decent. If I'm not mistaken, CVAs can also be, some of them can be converted to centerfire, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Gaming setup showcase. It's not really a setup. I've got a couple of 32-inch monitors, and then the computer, it's an i9 12900K and an RTX 4070. The other monitor is just for whatever's going on when I'm not gaming. So I use an LG 144 hertz 32-inch monitor, 1 millisecond refresh time, and then water-cooled 12900K so that I can overclock it. And then the 4070 is just a placeholder until I can afford a 5090 or find a 5090 for somewhat closer to a better price that isn't a shit price. And at that point, I will then upgrade as well. Is the Ruger American version of the Bergara rifle. Gotcha. So I'm thinking of the wrong guns. Dang, man, nice setup. Thank you, SCP. Made by Bergara with a bit less features. Gotcha. My car are a Bologna red band and couldn't fully... My cat ate a bologna red band. Gotcha. My local gun store had one of their 300 Win Mags for a while. Thinking about trading for. Would it be worth the PSA dagger? Only if you're really into rifles. I don't know why I ever thought Kimber and 1911 are the same gun brand. A lot of people do. Kimber, typically, until they started making the KCX-S, the Mako, and the KDS-9, only made 1911s. AMR available. Am I available? Sorry, taken. I saw a video where they tested a bunch of budget bolt-action hunting rifles. The Cascade did really good. Well, there you go, dude. Baba, Guns and Goats says that they are really good. Well, I'm currently rocking a Remington 770 and looking to upgrade. There you go. What's the difference between the 365 macro and the fuse? The length of the slide in the barrel. The fuse has a 3.6 or 3.7 inch barrel, so it's a longer slide. What are you currently gaming on, broskies? Copped a 5080 for €1,300, cheapest on the market here in Spania. 12900K for the processor, which is more than enough for today's AAA titles, and a 4070 Ti. I'm not upgrading until I get a 5090, and I'm not paying the prices they're going for here right now. Cannot pick up guns on live streams, Kimberly. Sorry. I think the video on the hunting rifles was by a channel called Backfire, so look them up. Thank you for the information, Guns and Goats. Appreciate that. Small best Glock, no such thing. Just bought a G3C because of the price point and people seem to like them. Don't roast me, but what do you think? I think they're fine, dude. I've got the G3 Tactical, which I actually really liked. It's actually my suppressor host, even though I'm selling it. And then up at the top is a G3X, which is a G3C with the full-size grip on it. So, do you ship to Illinois? As long as your FFL is accepting shipments, 100%. Make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, all you motherfrickers, you hit the freaking like button or I'm going to climb through this phone, which is really freaking creepy because then I'll look like that kid from The Ring. Do have DPS. Double penis syndrome? No, I had to have the other one cut off. If you are single, can I buy you out with an MC9 Prime and pizza? I will make you my side piece for an MC9 Prime and a pizza. Do you have a Glock 19? Do you have a Glock 24 or a Glock 19? Joanne, just asking me if I have guns will not get an answer. Do I have an automatic kite manufacturer? Yes. Is live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you, Mouse. M16 or Glock 26? M16. M24. That is a traveling road in Britain. Do we stop with the Pizzagate? Pineapple belongs on pizza. Screw you all. Hey, Joe, going to bounce. Got to work in the morning. Take care, and I'll catch you Wednesday. Thank you, Matthew. It's always good to have you in here. Thank you for commenting and interacting. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button as you people leave. All you people that are just doom scrolling, hit the subscribe button as you doom scroll through, motherfuckers. It's free, and you help a channel out. Hit the double tap, like it, and then scroll away. You know, this is why you're going to get carpet tunnel syndrome. If you're a Canik fan, check out Wasak Arms. They make a bunch of add-on compensator. Yeah, Wasak makes some crazy shiz. I have a Singer Sowering 1911 as my EDC. Okay. You're carrying a $200,000 1911 as your EDC? I will believe that when you email me the pictures of it in your hand with the sign saying Jiminy Show. Do you have a website? I'm interested in the conversion kit for the APX A1. I have Win City Armory at .com, wincityarmory.com, but I don't have online purchasing. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Shut up. Yes, it does. Did you get your bolt carrier yet, Bruce? I got carpet tunnel syndrome on my knees. Yeah, well, you know what? You probably got a fat ass wallet from being on the carpet burns. Thoughts on Chris Vector? It's fine. The Chris Vector was designed for full auto use. The civilian market only gets a semi-auto here in the United States, which sucks. It does shoot really well because of the weight, but we don't get to really experience what makes that gun special. It's really just a gun that was passed down to me by my grandfather, the only one I have. Yes, if you have an actual Singer 1911 for reals, if you really have one, stop carrying it. Even I have a limit to the price of a gun I'm willing to carry. How'd you get Taylors and Company to blue your gun? Very simple. I called them. They are 4 miles away from me, and they do bluing every week. They offer gunsmithing services, so yeah. I'm waiting for them to do this really cool vapor blue that they put on. It's not as durable, but I want to do it on one of my display guns. It's gonna be really awesome, dudes. You got the BCG and it runs great. Glad to hear it, dude. OC14 or ASMDT. Why do those both sound like OnlyFans channels? If it's a true Singer 1911, you should put it somewhere really safe. No, if it's a real Singer 1911, you need to take it to Rock Island Auction House and sell that fucker. If it's a running, driving Singer 1911, they're worth a couple of $100,000, dude. Oh, Big Boss, sorry to hear that. Video game that is the most realistic for weapons in terms of details and physics, in your opinion? Believe it or not, hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. Yeah, you don't have a Singer. Yeah, I know you are, son. I just checked out your channel. Video game that's most realistic. Yep. Let's see. In terms of a gun that has good gun handling, in terms of not VR, Big Game Hunter. You're always so tired. How much sleep do you get at night? 4 hours? So, Joe, I have some medical conditions. I have chronic pain. I have MCTD, which is an autoimmune disease. It also causes a lot of pain in my body. I also have cluster headaches, and I have collapsed vertebrae in my neck. I'm basically a really shitty body made out of really bad returned Amazon Prime parts. So I live and breathe like a cat. I stay up until I pass out, which means I'm very tired a lot. Holy shit, is that you, Stooky? Did you get your fucking channel taken away, or did you just rename? Did you start a new one? It's supposed to be like a gun autism in the game. Tarkov is supposed to be like gun autism. Oh, yeah, I never played that one. I seen a Tacticals Taylor's lever gun. Yeah, I saw it in real life, dude. They have one. They have a few of them in their showroom, dude. Cadillac Gauge Stoner 63 or an Armalite. I'd take the Armalite personally. I'm sorry I didn't know I'm disabled also with a spinal injury. Joe, no, it's no problem, dude. Absolutely. It's never a problem if you ask the way you ask, because you ask honestly, dude. But yeah, literally, I get a few hours maybe at a time. I also have a problem with lucid dreaming. If you've ever experienced lucid dreaming is way different from REM sleep. I also experience REM sleep. If you don't get REM sleep, you die. But lucid dreaming is kind of crazy because it can also interact with what's called microsleep. So I can have dreams that feel like they're taking days, and literally only minutes will pass. Oh, you got docs for running your mouth, so you changed. Got it, bro. Nope. Psilocybin does nothing for my brain. Or just make me trip balls, do it on a live. Unfortunately, if I did a federally controlled substance, I don't think psilocybin is. It might be. But if I did psilocybin on a live stream, I think I'd get yelled at. What's my favorite quick release bag to wear? I just wear a standard tactical style backpack with, I got sleep paralysis last night. That sucks. Is he blind or something? I don't know. Who said that? Springfield Armory VZ is that what? VZ 58 or Kobrov TKB 408? I don't know any of those, dude. They sound like rifles, and I don't deal with rifles, my guy. My English is bad. Sorry, I can't use this fancy words. No worries, bro. I'm not blind. I'm just suffering from something that got in my eye. I was polishing shit, including the knob, and something got in my eye. All right, so we're at the 10 o'clock hour. We got about an hour or so left in the live stream. So if you guys can do me a big favor, hit the like button. It helps the channel grow organically. Consider subscribing if you had a good time. Maybe leave a comment. It helps the algorithm. I'm not an e-beggar. I don't beg you for money, but I beg you for likes. So I'm a cheap whore e-beggar. So if you can just hit the like button for me, it really makes the channel grow organically. Because again, I'm not one of those punk ass bitches that buys views. I'm not a view bot guy. I'm not one of those guys. So if it doesn't grow organically, it's kind of like why I don't take the blue pill. If I can't get it up on its own, it's not going to happen. Cool guns, by the way. Thank you. So you're polishing knobs, eh? Yep, laying some carpet, bro. Mrs. Mouse is mad. I made soup in the microwave and it popped and she made me clean it. Well, as long as you cleaned it. Wait, did you do it? It popped and then you didn't tell her? That's bad. That's bad marriage, Juju. I'm leaving a comment. It's like, what I like what you got, bro. You funny. Thank you, John Paul. Appreciate that. I hope this helped. Believe it or not, it sounds really stupid, right? So a lot of people think just subscribing is the way to grow a channel. Believe it or not, it's all the interactions that you get. So when somebody leaves a comment, they thumbs up, they do all that stuff. Those are more important than just being subscribed, because this is you guys doing this, you know? This is literally more important than just... Because I like on the videos that are monetized, I get fractions of a cent. But for when you get this stuff and I get recognized through the algorithm, it recommends more videos. Bro got that 180-degree field of vision. Brotherfucker, I got more than 180 degrees. On a good day, I can see my own fucking ears. She heard the pop, lol. Got it. I was only out shooting some shorts content on pistols. Nice, dude. I'm going tomorrow. I was like number 99. Sweet, brother. Appreciate that. This helps. How's your 2025 going for you? So I got the gun store up and running, getting a lot more inventory in this week, pushing hard, talked with my buddy who owns Middletown Firearms so I can start using their range again. That was a big one. I need to do a lot more range time this year. Companies are reaching out to me because you guys helped me get over 180K and everybody kind of noticed it. So yeah, it's going decent. How old are you? 45. Do I have night visions? No, I do not. What GPU are you running? It's a Gigabyte 4070 Ti. I still can't comment on your vids. Sorry about that, bro. I don't know why. Get a new phone. Did you mod me? You've been mod for a long time, Bruce. I might be, and I didn't block you if that's what you're going to type, because you wouldn't be able to talk on, you wouldn't be a mod if I had blocked you. I might be able to swing by your shop in a couple days. It depends if I can make it down there. Just let me know, dude. I'm actually closed Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I'd have you in on a private showing or just hanging out, whatever. If your brain was a computer processor, which one would it be? You know the one that's in an Etch-a-Sketch, where if you just shake it really hard, it goes completely blank? That's what I would be. Hit the like button. Let's get the stream to at least 150 likes. Yeah, I'm good. Do you lift? Only boxes that come in with food in them. Pizza boxes, chicken boxes. You're doing it, bro. Keep going. I'm happy for you. Thank you, Mr. Jolly. Faith, I already told you. I'm 45 years old. Sigma, what's going on? I know he cannot comment, unmod him, and make him a standard mod, and it'll work. I promise. It happens all the time for me. Pretty sure he is just a standard mod. But, all right, I'm going to do that. Bruce, you are now a standard mod, which gives you almost all the same things. See what happens now. Your vids are the only ones I can't comment on. So I just made you a standard mod, Bruce. Jump off real quick and try to comment on one. If that's the case, let me see who's there. Yeah, because Mouse is a standard mod, and he comments on all my videos. Did not realize that. Thank you very much for that, Chanson. Could you do it to me, too? Absolutely, Cody. There we go. Yeah, you do comment because I stopped doing like a lot of the guys that are managing moderators. I made them managing moderators a long time ago, and I just changed a lot of them to standard. Now any mod that I have is a standard mod. So let me know if that works, dude. Jean Paul, they are French. Are you French, Jean Paul? Did I get a promotion? Now I just went German. No, you've always been modded, Bruce. I made you a mod a long time ago, bro. Where can I send you a pic of a pistol? Maybe you can tell me what it is. It looks like a Walther, but don't say it. JiminyShow@gmail.com. TheJiminyShow@gmail.com. I think. Yes, TheJiminyShow@gmail.com. Best of luck, Jean Paul. Thank you. What's up, Jan? How you doing? Where did you learn to do trigger work? Lightning pull weight on 1911s. Believe it or not, YouTube. So I was a mechanic for 20 years, so I'm mechanically inclined. And one day I just watched a video on how to take them apart and polish them out, and I started doing it. I did that on the Gerson before I reassembled that today. I deburred the disconnector and the sear. They actually had some uneven wear on them, so I made them solid. All right, just close the app and go back in. I'll see if I can comment on the video now, so I'm still the same mod as I was before. Yes, so managing moderators have the ability to add words to the ban list and a couple other things, but you're fine. Guardian or Ruger LCP? Ruger. Nope, you're just a druid. Ah, well, congratulations for being a druid. You think that's fake Bruce Banner account? Nah. This is the real Bruce Banner because he knew about the Bull Carrier group. Can you unmod me? I'm tired of working for free. You're not a mod, Woody. You're just a member. Any experience with Shadow System guns? Yes, they're overpriced. Oh, so see, Zaxxon doesn't mind not being a managing moderator because he can time out other moderators. I see how it is. Is that why you never comment on my shit? Because you can't? LCP for me, SCP. KK Goldert. You're 18, Faith? Awesome. Congratulations. Glad to hear it. Happy birthday. FN45 Tactical, is it worth $1,400? Not unless it has a $500 optic on it, Jason. Is 22 TCM a centerfire cartridge? Yes, it is. 22 TCM, for lack of a better description, unless it's 9R, if you look at the standard 22 TCM, is basically a 22 caliber in a 9mm casing. So it's neck down to 22. So it's basically a 223 short. I've asked you about this before, but I want to know your opinion on the 590 Shockwave. Is it practical, worth the bucks? Maybe just get the full version, looking at home defense. You need to know whether or not you're capable of handling the recoil from the gun. They put the hand strap on the front pump, but you got to be careful because those can break. So just be careful. I comment on some shorts, long videos I got little time for. Me too, buddy. Oh, good. No worries, Woody. They're overpriced, but they are guns in general. Zaxxon is a great mod, the best. Yep, he bought me fake boobies. Is there any type of model you would recommend? I would not recommend a super model. Just get like a Walmart model. Super models are not worth the extra effort of keeping them skinny. What's the most powerful gun? If you're talking about like in a shotgun, a Maverick 88 would be fine. Is the M4 still the king of semi-auto shotguns? Kinda. Money, no object shotguns, yes. When it comes to semi-auto shotguns, the 1301, the A300, the Mossberg series, the 930 Tactical, which is my personal favorite, the 940 Tactical, and the Remington, whatever semi-auto bullshit they make. They're all dollar for dollar better values than the Benelli, but the Benelli M4 is still a great value for the money, for if money's no object. Great gun if money's no object. Bought a cheap night vision thingy, works, can see in pitch black, my backyard full of raccoons. Well, you need to get an air gun for the raccoons. I'm a biggie, money talks. Send that money on if you want to watch me dress up like an idiot. Can I Yay, I can comment on your shorts and video nows. Oh, got it. Thank you. I'll have to tell Stone. Every phone in town blew up here, Mouse. Nice. I use Shockwave as my bedside gun. It's awesome. I slapped on a pistol grip and a brace. Yep, that's what I had on mine before I sold it. BCM or Daniel Defense? BCM. Diamondback or Keltec? Keltec. So all you did is just remove the mod status and re-added it. So you were a managing moderator. Now you're a standard moderator. So standard moderator, thank you, Chanson, for letting me know. Standard moderator, I guess it's kind of like when you're a superstar, you're held to a higher standard. I guess my managing moderators aren't allowed to comment on videos, apparently, for the person they mod for. That's weird. There's no CZ up there. Thank you, Axel. Good to see the opinions besides videos. Yep. BCM, Bravo Company. Yeah, I noticed a difference at fellow recall between the M4 and the 1301 with magnums and even just regular buckshot. Yep. Mrs. Mouse didn't feel the earthquake too, but we're about 2 hours away from San Diego. Why do you bear arms? No, I arm bears, bro. How do you feel about the FN Reflex? It's fine. It's hammer fired, internally hammer fired, but it's not my favorite because it's too big. M4 is heavier than 13.1, so it's going to help. There you go. SCP, I really don't like doing either or. Sorry, brother. Do I have a 500 Magnum? No, I've got a 460, though. It's the same frame. It allows me to do a lot more shiz. My modding mods couldn't comment either. That's how you figured it out. Sweet. Thank you, Chanson. Money Talks is a meme. Actually, Money Talks is a movie from the 80s. The soup is good, by the way. Yeah, good soup. I'll take the other title back, lol. You want the managing moderator? No, you are a superstar, son. Am I on Addy? No, but I'm on Tinder, Grindr, Bumble, OnlyFans. I'm actually on Grindr twice because sometimes I just like to go fuck myself. I'm a Beretta fan myself. Cool. After you said San Diego like that, Mrs. Mouse said Ron Burgundy calls it Wales. San Diego. How many tattoos do you have? I've had like 10 sessions. So I've done 10 different tattoo sessions. But like individual tattoos, ones that don't touch, there's a bunch. So, but eventually they're going to be complete sleeves. San Diego. I'm going to San Diego. True, you right. Thank you. Now I feel demoted. No. You feel deflated. Did you ever see the movie Anchorman? I've seen the original and most of the secondy one. Secondy one? The Legend of Ron Burgundy, sorry. You have an opinion on Matt from CRS going to prison for selling Lightning Link cards. So, number one, it is bullshit because any law that impedes on our 2A rights is not a law. It's unlawful. But he pushed and pushed and pushed. It's not just that he sold the Lightning Link cards. Yes, I understand where you're coming from. And please understand, I'm actually subscribed to the channel because I look at the updates every now and then. But because he had an 0702, he decided to show how if you were going to use it in a gun, you would want to cut here, bend here. And he told you the exact model of rifle that it had to go into. So if he had just sold them as a promotional card, he would have avoided a lot more of the trouble he got into because I was subscribed to him before he got in trouble, okay? So when he made a video telling you how to take his novelty and make it function, that's where he got in trouble. That's why they pushed him as hard as they did. Kieran, and being able to run regular shells and mini interchangeable without changing any hardware is insane. I have a Defender tactical adapter, can run any shell mix. Gotcha. You ever had an IQ test? What's the score? 162 is my IQ. What are Lightning Link cards? So CSR Firearms was selling a novelty beer opener that was a card that had the etchings for a device that when inserted into certain AR-15 platform rifles would convert them to full auto. But they were supposed to be novelty items that were not supposed to be used in an AR-15, but he showed people how to put them in the goddamn gun. That's where he screwed up. That guy who did the lightning cards was an idiot. Yeah. Why banned me from the live? If you were banned, you wouldn't be in here right now. If you were timed out, it's because you said something silly. You're nice. Thank you. Ask realistic and adult-like questions. There you go. Why did you ban? So, Javion, that's probably why it would happen. So, number one, don't spam my chat. Don't just type one words at a time. So, complete sentences, complete questions, and don't try to be edgy with your comments. We have a pretty chill thing here. I make a lot of stupid jokes because I'm actually talking, but when it's in typing shit, that can get us in trouble. Shows how insecure some people are themselves. You talking about me? I'm insecure? Dude, I've worn fake tits, a bikini, and a maid's outfit on a live stream. I am not insecure. Which dude's gone? Oh, whatever. I trust my mods to do what they feel is best for the channel. Defending not being insecure is being insecure. No, defending not being insecure by telling you what I've done is giving you information. Being a douche nozzle in 2025 is trying to fit your argument around what somebody else says. That's why Crowder gets so much shit and Ben Shapiro gets so much shit, because they take every sentence that's given to them. Either the person saying the sentence is bending their sentence to try to get one over on Shapiro or Crowder or whoever it is, and they in turn are reinterpreting what's being said. They are giving a lot of facts. I'm never going to deny that there is information given out, but everybody that's trying to defend a position is going to make their position their own. Even if it's a commonly held belief, if you believe in a commonly held belief, that becomes your belief. So that's why I don't give political opinions. I don't give religious opinions to you. I'm not a fence sitter. I wholeheartedly, I've said many times, all laws against 2A is an infringement. I talk about people that are idiots that are on this platform, but I don't give you my opinions because opinions are too easily misconstrued and argumentative. Just been sending nasty messages trying to bait you. Oh, yeah, I don't care. What's your goofiest gun? Probably that stupid-ass Ramline Syntec up there. I warned him. Yeah, I saw you warn him, dude. You don't have to worry about justifying to me, Drum Mouse. I trust you. Hey, Troy, what's up? So our 80s, 90s inner arms Walther PPK is going to be rare, worth any in the future? No, for the very simple reason that if you go to buy a new Walther PPK, they're almost $1,000 for the new ones. Can I ask a question? Yes. Javian, I cuss. There's nothing that can be done about that. I do apologize. If you can't handle some cuss words every now and then, this isn't the live stream for you. I've cut way back from when I was younger, but when somebody pisses me off, I'm going to cuss. Genuine question. This is for chat too. Gun laws are dumb, yeah, but where is the line? Should everyone really have the same 2A rights, or how would you structure it? So, Axel, here's the way I look at it, okay? If you are a law-abiding citizen who hasn't done any, crime, you should be given the benefit of the doubt. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, blah, blah, blah. You should be able to have and own and possess firearms until you do something that proves you're not trustworthy with the firearm. Yeah, some people are going to do bad shiz, but those people don't care about the laws anyways and don't care about people. Nice hat. Thank you. I wear Flex Fits. They're all the same. Y'all got to hit the deck. Have a great one. Mountain Man, thank you, bro. We got to get you in here someday. Who made you mad? Just some douche nozzle, but like I said, most of the time I don't worry about it. A lot of these things I just let them go. So I cuss a lot. Yeah, I do in real life too, but I try not to do it as much during the live streams just because I'm trying to make it a little bit more friendly. My daddy watches this. And my father. So my daddy and my father watch this. And I just want to make sure that I got one a week or two ago, age restricted, because I was talking about some things that we shouldn't have been talking. Don't itch the eye, dumbass. And I got in trouble. So you believe people should get their 2A rights back even at gun-related crime? So if you commit armed robbery, you murdered somebody, you threatened people with a firearm, no, you don't get your guns back. If you are a white-collar criminal who got a felony, then you should be able to get your gun rights back. As long as you didn't do something stupid with that firearm, yes. But if you got a felony and it was gun-related, that wasn't a simple thing, because I know a lot of dudes that have gotten misdemeanors over gun-related charges. So if you actually lost your rights due to a gun-related crime, you probably did something that I don't want you having guns for. Pause! My papa watches. Daddy and your father are the same. No, that's not true. I'm not in West Virginia, son. Sorry, guns and goats. I'm not in Alabama. I don't know anybody from Alabama. That's the new. I'm left-eye dominant, right-handed suggestion. I'm fixing the issue for rifles. Just practice, bro. Being left-eye dominant or right-eye dominant, you should be able to switch when you're shooting rifles. The only thing I can tell you, it's not the best thing to do, is you might have to shoot with your left eye closed. Tax evasion is a felony and you lose your gun rights for life. At least 10 years, yes. Why are you telling me? You know something I don't know? I did my taxes. I'm fine. Hello, Friendly. Hey, Bentleys. I said friendly because I was reading your name at the same time. Ever seen the seismic millimeter loads? No. 185 grains in a 9mm would be smacking the shit out of something, though. Misdemeanor offender, simple having possession with no intent. I got fairly lucky. Well, there you go. Drugs, I don't give a shit about. I love Gerson. Any aftermarket trigger improvements you would recommend? For the 1911s, any of them. Nighthawk, Wilson, Fusion Firearms, they're all upgrades. What's the name of that show you recommended? It's called Bondsman with Kevin Bacon. Do you be mean to people? I'm mean to people when they're stupid. Well, I'm sure your taxes are fine. Ha! Talk to me next year. Do people actually spend 10 years for solely slapping a stock on an AR pistol? No, you have to really do something egregious or be a dumbass to get 10 years for a brace or stock. Did I see the new Minecraft movie? No! Who's your daddy and what does he do? It's not a tumor. Whoa. 45, Javion. Your thoughts on the what are Momboys? Mumbai? Mumbai! Thank you! Thank you! Come again! We are here in Mumbai. Thank you, Mrs. Mouse is looking for the show. Alrighty. How do you like the Taurus G3 Tactical? It's a good gun. Takes one to know one. What, dumbass? Yes, it does. I'm a big dumbass. I know lots of dumbasses. What's your favorite color? Mine is yellow. My two colors are blue and black. Because I got in a lot of fights when I was a kid, so when I looked in the mirror, I'd see a lot of black and blue and purples and reds and sometimes stars and little Tweety bird. Tweet, 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 tweet. Earthquake. Okay. He follow you wherever you will go. Yes, I run seismic 9mm. They are very hard to come across. No, anything's really easy to come across. It's acquiring them that's the problem. You think aircraft should be covered by the Second Amendment? No. Thoughts on the CZ Shadow? It's highly overrated. No, they're not. CZ Shadows for $1,000 are probably a super solid thing if you compare them to like a 2011 at $2,000 to $2,500 for the same feel. Oh, nice, she found it. Yeah. I have a box of them and I haven't shot any because they look neat. I know a guy from Alabama. He was his own grandpa. I know how to do that. It's really simple, and it's 100% legal. All right, if you're like my age, right? So if I marry somebody, right? I'm 45, so if I marry another 40, 45-year-old lady, right? And she has a daughter that's like 25, 29, whatever, and my daddy marries her, then I become my daddy's daddy, and that makes me my own grandpa. 100% legal. How many siblings? Who many siblings? I don't have any Whoville siblings. How many siblings do you have? I have a younger brother and an older sister. Does that explain a lot? I'm the middle child. Daddy noticed me. Throw a Cajun Gunworks spring kit into that shadow. It's worth it and easy to do. I have a Cajun Gunworks flat face trigger I need to throw into one of my guns. Javion, I have to eat. You have a good one, brother.
Senpai, notice me.
What am I doing? Goats things are fireballs out of a Glock. I bet. Why are hammer forged barrels so recommended? Because cold hammer forged barrels are of better quality than when they drill the entire thing. I have 4 siblings. Awesome. You want to sell one? Felt the middle child thing because I am a middle child. Yep. Luckily, my brother is 11 years younger than me, so even though it's middle child syndrome, he's so much younger than me that by the time he came along, my parents were kind of done with me, so that was fine. Felt the middle child thing. Yep, I have a feeling that this Javion is underage. Could be wrong, but something seems off. Well, if he comes back and he sounds young, just go ahead and boot him. You might have missed my comment, but Seismic also has a 2-ounce shotgun slug to go with those. 2-ounce shotgun slug. That would do some damage to your shoulder firing it, not to mention getting hit with it. I want sale one. All right, just make sure that they're good at doing dishes, please. I don't like to wash dishes. Don't be creepy. I think you're right, Cody. Yep. Hear me out. I'm going to change your opinion, but wouldn't it be fun to hunt deer with a 50 cal mounted under a Cessna's wing? Plus, you can own anti-aircraft guns in Alaska. I don't think that's very sporting. Now, competition shooting with an airplane mounted 50 cal would be interesting, but I wouldn't, that's not fair for the animal. Now, if you give the ACAC gun to the bear, I'd be down for it. I hate washing dishes. Yep. What was your first firearm? Rock Island Armory, 1911 double stack, actually. I like washing dishes because I like eating off of clean plates. Ha! You sophisticated fool. I just eat out of whatever bag my food came in. Did you get any leads on the CZ Shadow 2 Target 6-inch at the shop yet? No, they're all sold out, dude. They are literally sold out. You can find them on Gunbroker, but they're overpriced. That was the first time I've ever cleaned a microwave in my life. Me too, dude. I just throw them away and buy new ones. I also want to know your opinion, options. Any revolver is not necessary to carry, but something that looks good to take the range and keep on your dresser. Literally, the ones I'm going to recommend to you are the Ruger GP100. They look good. They have really good triggers, and they're available in multiple calibers, including 10 millimeter for a double action, single action. The Ruger SP101 is a double action only, so you can use that safely to carry. And then Smith & Wesson, Model 29 if you're looking for a 44 Magnum. Joe Biden knows a lot about guns. Yeah, he commented when I put the grenade launcher underneath my Gerson. Put those behind the RIP plus Bs in the mag. I consider that very dangerous, lol. No politicals and no religions, please. It's okay, cool, dude. I understand you were making a joke about it, but yeah. We try to avoid politics and religion and world economics as much as possible because I'm a dumbass on the internet talking to a phone. So that's how I want you to take me, with a giant grain of potato salad on a cheddar cheese bun. Gargle stream. I have 21 cousins. Shit, you must be Catholic. Put a bowl in the microwave with a mix of water and vinegar in it. Run it for 5 to 6 minutes. The steam really loosens up anything stuck on the inside. No, I'm not kidding. I just throw my microwave away and get another one. No, I'm just kidding. The only state where a bear can't legally own a machine gun is Nebraska, so giving the animals the power to defend themselves would be interesting, or mount some autonomous anti-aircraft onto it. Bro, that's what I'm saying, Void. We have the right to bear arms, and we have the right to arm bears. Nobody in the world says I can't private sell a M249 saw to my local brown bears. They like to argue over price, though. Dude, it's so bad we just buy plastic utensils and paper plates from Costco's, all those big red Dude, I do the same thing, except for when I have a bowl. Because it's kind of hard to keep it lit when it's made out of paper. What's your favorite gun that starred in a movie? 1911's Bruce Willis, Last Man Standing. That's the way to do it, drunkie. That's the way to do it, drunkie. JP, that's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my Virginia. The only dishes that really get washed is things like pots and pans. Yep. Thank you, West Virginia. That's a good idea. Here's a weird one. My old drummer hit me up to collab on a song we're working on. This is the first time he's actually talked to me since he left my band. Well, I hope things go well for you, King A-Rod. Bye! I need to hit the hay! Is hay one of your cousins? No, I'm just kidding. Have a good night. And under circumcisions, we'll get the disposable ones like you can cook turkey in and whatnot and just throw it away, lol. Sometimes when I don't want to, like for my for pasta and stuff, because I hate staining the bowls because I use plastic bowls, I'll actually go to the dollar store and buy their cheap ass version of Tupperware because you get like 4 of them for $1.25, and I'll just use those because who cares if you stain them. What's your favorite 1911 behind you? Currently, it's going to be a 3-way tie. So the Gerson with the light on it, I just had hot blued and customized. I did a custom polish job on it. It's hard to see in this light, but it's got a two-tone polish, high polish sides with flats. The Springfield Operator is a really good 1911, and then the Para Ordnance 1345 above it. Those are my favorite 1911s right now. Para is best. Thank you. Facts, Joe. Yeah, dude, I just hate like staining a plastic bowl with sauce. The stainless steel Para Ordnance is like a laser beam. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull that one down off the store. Also because I have like 5 people that want it and it'll piss them off and maybe I can get them to pay me an extra $500. My mother said that my dad lost his virginity during why did you retract it, dude? I wanted to read that. I lost mine when I was 12. Rip Para Ordnance. Yeah, no shit, right? They made some good ass guns until Freedom Group got them. What are your thoughts on products like Strikerman or Mantis Tech? Been seeing them out a lot lately. A buddy of mine told me he'd give me his Mantis target system, but I've never used them. But I'd be interested. You got a Marlin? Yes, I got the 4570. Give me Glock switch with the beam and the drum and the felony, cause you're gonna do something illegal. You just keep the Para Ordnance. That one is irreplaceable. Well, here's the interesting thing. The guy that bought the Astra A100 and the Beretta Resident Evil gun for me yesterday, he wants to trade a blued one for it. So, I don't know. Your collection is sick. Thank you, Jay. Got to get an Anaconda, then you're stacked. I really don't like the Anaconda, son. It's overpriced for what it is. And I have a 460 XVR, so I don't need an Anaconda. I've got a 460 Smith & Wesson. He bought those nice. Yep. Were you an MIB? I couldn't tell you. Here, look at this. What's your favorite pistol on your wall? Just did that. Go back 4 minutes. What brand do you have most up there? It's a tie between Heritage Rough Riders and Glocks right now. What? Modern Rick Grimes gun. What, the Anaconda? Nah. If I was to get an Anaconda, I'd really want a vintage one. Iron Bears, Black Bear with a Draco. That's dancing on the line of inappropriate, so I'm not going to answer that one. No, don't trade him. The blued one might be messed up. The stainless one you have is perfect. Yeah, I think I'm done with that one. Hold on a second. Let's go, JoJo. You like the P99 Walther? Yes. Yeah, so the stainless one is no longer available for sale. I would carry the stainless one if I lived in a free state. Yeah, do you like the GX4? Not really, it's too small. There were OD Green Paras. Did not know that. Always wanted an M1 Garand, but it's the new Springfield M1A1 Better. Better is a relative term. Older ones, in my opinion, are built with better materials. I found a holster for a German World War II Walther at an antique shop for $25. Good find, dude. What did Ghostface say? I didn't see Ghostface. Imagine Draco Malfoy using a Draco against Harry Potter. Well, he would miss every goddamn time because Draco's not good. Glock 26 and Glock 43 are dumb. Yep. Good call on keeping it. Yeah. What gun on your wall has the worst recoil? They're all extremely manageable, but the 357 SIG will probably punch it back a little bit. That's probably like the strongest recoil out of the guns on the wall tonight. No, I changed my mind. The Heritage Rough Rider in 22 Magnum. Yep, worst gun I've ever shot. Has anyone owned a Just Right carbine? I have not, but I heard they're okay. So, looks like I don't have to wear the fake boobies on Wednesday, so I'm feeling a lot better right now. Has anyone owned? I will put them on and put a pic on Discord like I promised. I was calling Virginia Ghostface because they asked what your favorite scary movie is. Oh, my favorite scary movie was Green Lantern. Holster had stamps from the federal government and a slip of paper inside of it. Owner's shop was an Austrian lady. That was interesting. Favorite WWF wrestler was Sting back before he opened his mouth. Oh man, how much are we short on the booby stream? $300. So don't bother. I will send you a picture though, Mouse, so you and the wifey can laugh your asses off. My favorite scary movie is Bambi. Lol. That's too much. Yeah, that's what I was saying, dude. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to put one on Discord and then I'll send you a private picture. That's right, buddies. I'm going to wear fake boobies and send pictures. Out of 45 JC, sucked, always crimped the rounds. Interesting. What you have to do, Emmanuel, is teach that gun a lesson. Crimp them before you put them in the gun. Saw Black Mirror, not scary, but so good. Some of the Black Mirror episodes are really good. Nice. Gatorade for me, Erm. I traded it for a Coleman mini bike. Well, to each their own, I guess. Hey, buddy, can I buy your bike? Sure. What do you got? I've got a gun. Had some good times either. Yay!
Excellent. I don't do it, Mr. Burns.
Oh no. Drunk Mouse is a water BBK, if I'm correct. Oh, that's so good. You can harm the gay bears. You don't know. All animals can be gay if given enough time and loneliness. I'm so lonely. I once fucked a pork pie. Not true. I have never had sex with any food item. It's 4:30, nighttime in Belgium. Well, how you doing over there in Belgium, okay? It's 10:30 here where I am, okay, kid? Baseball, what's up? Oh, I don't even know what a 1911 is, Crons. Never seen one. You're missing out, Joe. They made a whole movie about that called American Pie. I call BS. He's saving that surstrumming for something. You know, if I did that on OnlyFans, I would make so much goddamn money, but I'd have to, like, never show my face in public again. Also, have you guys found my OnlyFans page yet? Go looking. Drunk is at that little one time at band camp. Yep. One time at band camp, I stuck a lutefisk in my mouth. Gefilte fish? Lutefisk. Gefilte fish? Lutefisk. I don't think your dad would approve of OnlyFans. My dad can say whatever he wants. I'm a grown-ass man with a grown ass. Hearing thumbed up. Hey, Dale, what's up? I'm in Gay Bears on Grindr. So you're just giving big fat dudes guns? I'm down. Hey, Spartan, what's going on? What's a Glock, Mr. Warrior? 3. You cannot do what you're gonna do. You are gonna disown you. You can't disown me. Once the umbilical cord was cut, umbilical, trumbilical. Once the cord was cut, I was a free man, goddammit. I was free to make my own decisions from the time I was a fetus. Technically an infant. Fetus is when it's inside of you. Make sure to leave a like on the live stream. Let's get the stream to at least 150. I need 150 if you want to see titty. I'm practicing my OnlyFans talk. How come you don't like Glocks? Glocks are boring. They don't feel good in the hand. They're mediocre at best. They're very reliable. Absolutely. If you are only looking for one gun in your life, and you're only going to use one gun, carry, home defense, get home from the bar gun, whatever you need your one gun to do, buy a Glock. But if you're an actual enthusiast, trust me, when you shoot a lot of really nice shit, when you get to a Glock, you're like, damn, this really isn't that good a gun. I can shoot guns really well, and I can shoot Glocks really well. I just don't like doing it. What do I think about vaccines? Is that like my mom? So, Stone, we figured out why you can't comment, so I'm fixing it right now. You are now a standard moderator. Jump into one of my videos and try to comment. Also, no titty stream for you. If you can only have one handgun on the wall behind you, what do you choose? Technically, the whole wall is one handgun. I don't play that game. Sorry, Spartan. I don't do the if you can only have one thing. If I can only have one, something has gone really wrong, and I would rather be a ding-dong. Whoa, Stone, type something. Stone, type something. What's your favorite double stack 2011? Probably my STI Grandmaster. I get it. Thank you, Spartan. Sorry, I'm also one of those guys that doesn't do like private gun owner tours. Like I don't show my personal collection, and I don't tell my values just because cock jockey. Sure, I don't tell the value of my guns because I'm not that kind of content creator. I am not the. All right, fine. Stone, get Yeah, Stone. Get McManus in here because I'm about to admit something on live stream that people have been arguing about for a long time. Also, if you're going to have that kind of fun, you want to do this. But yeah, get McManus in here. Do you own any Dan Wesson pistols? No, I used to own the DWX, but I sold it and I absolutely regret selling it. I need to buy another one. Somebody needs to buy all of my guns so I can buy some DWX. Heckler and Koch. Mark 23. I've shot one. They're fine. I even did a video on the channel. Go check it out. Did you get the SIG fuse? I had one as soon as they were available. I had the first one that I knew of in my area. I traded it for a Prodigy. Can I grab one of the guns? Sure thing, Amy. Not so mean. Hi. What is going to happen in 2028? God, if I'm still around in 2028, I don't even want to know. Are you or have you ever been in the military? Negative. I was never in the military, nor was I in law enforcement. I was physically disabled from a teenager, so I was never able to join the military. I wanted to. My father was career military, and I spent most of my teen years hoping to get into the military, but I was a flat-foot dipshit who was 5'8" when he was 18. So the Army was not taking people that were idiots or damaged. As someone in the service industry, I can tell you the economy is a lot tighter this year than last. No shit, dude. It's bad. I've seen that a lot. A lot more people are selling their shit than buying their shit. Do you mind telling us what happened? What do you mean? What happened in regards to what? That's a great trade if you got a Prodigy for the SIG fuse. I did, and then I sold the Prodigy to Stone. Told you it was on your side. No, it was on your side because you wanted to be a mod, motherfather. No, I'm just kidding. It was my fault. What's your favorite everyday pocket carry? My Para Ordnance Black Ops 1911 full size. You said you were disabled from teenage years. Yes, I'm just a damaged person made up of bad parts. Y'all play Mortal Kombat? Not since the first one. Toasty! My favorite character was always Sonya. Because I was a teenager and she wore tight clothes. I was a boy. Still am a boy, although I'm a cross-dresser now. Can you do a cartwheel while drawing on a perp? What would I be drawing on them? Like penises while they're asleep or something? Kano. What's based? Captain, I decided to put pistols up tonight. Just felt like it. There'll be rifles or a shotgun or two next time. Things are not looking good for the economy until the Fed cut rates. It'll loosen up, hopefully. Hey, it's okay to put a gun under my belt in sight. If it's under your belt, then you're technically trying to conceal it. Open carry needs to be visible from 3 sides. Well, damn, Joe. What about it? One more question. If you were a sea creature, which one would you be and why? I'd be a conch shell. My range got the FPC and 10mm. Best decision Smith & Wesson ever made. Hello! Based means like based on value, sometimes used in an ironic sense like I did in reference to your draw on Sonya. Oh, gotcha. Hey, what do you think about the SIG P320 full size? I don't like the basic one. I've got the Legion right there. And that's the version of the 320 that I recommend. If you're going to buy a 320, get a good one. I subscribe. Thank you. Hit the like button. Make sure that I understand that you're coming in here with the thoughts and hopes and dreams of all the people that you know and loved from your past. Or something. Have you ever shot an alabaster or a graboid? What the fuck are those? Good point. Legion is like $1,200. Negative. A 320X5 Legion is about $900 unless you find one on sale. Have you ever shot an You say a lot of words, Captain Hindsight. Luckily, I only have minimal brain damage, so I have no idea what you said. How much is a normal 45 Colt cost? William, go to Google and type it in there. I don't do that kind of stuff. I am not your value guide. Does India make quality rifles? I don't know. I've never seen an Indian rifle. Or a pistol. The Iraqi Hell-One pistol is probably the best one I've seen. I think that's Iraqi. Yeah, that's close enough. That is the same thing as India. They talk exactly the same in India as they do in Iraq. That's me being racist. Although India is technically Asian, so I'm Asian. So if we're going to be woke 2025, I'm making fun of my own people. I like how your Indian accent turned out almost Scottish. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Scot tonight because one of our members is from Scotland, and it keeps throwing me off. Everybody that has their work piece, what's your fancy piece? Pick one. So we got 20 minutes left. Ask some questions, get involved, hit a like, hit a three skitty boom. Those were words. I don't know what they were. Is that a CZ Shadow 2 on the wall? No, that is a Tanfolio Witness in 9mm with blue grips on it. Looks like one from there, though. Is that a Smith 5906? If you're talking about the stainless one, no, that is a Para Ordnance 1345, 1911. Which one is your favorite and why? Actually, my favorite is on the desk in front of me. It's a Para Ordnance Black Ops 1911. Dork! I mean the one that you basically say, yeah, look at it. In terms of modified piece right now, it would be the Gerson Influencer X with the Match X top on it. So I had it custom blued. I did the polishing and everything myself. So this is what a standard Influencer X looks like. And the one up on my wall is got a two-tone high polish on the upper flats, and then you can see it's dulled. So it's all hot blued, so it's not super blued. So the whole thing isn't shiny. This is all dull on top, and you can just see the difference here in the rear slide serrations and in the front ones. So these are all high polished. I polished those out before it was blued, and then the rest of it is dull. So I took the standard Influencer and turned it into that.
So that's my look at this big
piece. Graboid is the big freaking worm from Tremors. Got it. How do you like the Springs field, Hellcat? It's fine. Apparently I did a video on one like 3 years ago and didn't even remember it, so I guess that means that's how much it means to me. Made in Canada. They invented the double stack. Yes, Para Ordnance invented the double stack. STI invented the 2011. So Para has never made a 2011. They've always been high capacity 1911s. So awesome looking with the two-tone. You seem to spend a lot of money on guns. Nope. I actually don't. I just buy them very wisely. If I sell every gun I own, I would make money on every single one of them because I never pay retail. I never pay full price for a gun. Damn, that looks good. Yep. Hey, I can comment on shorts now. Lol. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Are those guns or BBs? Well, technically a BB gun is still a gun. Zaxxon, do you want... Oh, did you say you wanted the ability to comment or no? Favorite superhero? Iron Man. And not your fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe Iron Man that all you little peons got into Iron Man because he created the MCU. No, dude. I'm old school Iron Man. I've been an Iron Man fan since the 80s, motherfather. You're good? All right. I know it'll be expensive, but I want to get a nickel-plated 1911 with pearl handles because of Titanic, which is my favorite non-horror movie. Get it, dude? Not a fan. I'm all right. I can still comment. All right, cool. Thank you for answering my questions. Have a good night, broski. Brody. How'd you know my middle name?
I'm Joseph Brody.
If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. Am I too American? You capitalized American, so no. Most Americans wouldn't know to capitalize American, so you're way too fed. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I like the rock dude with the stone body. Who? No all caps, please. Yeah. Also, why do you think you're funny, J Clips? You're like Johnny Somali or Vitali. You think you're funny. You don't realize that the entire world is laughing at you, not with you. That you're literally going to be nothing in this world. Is that what you're saying? What's your channel about? Mostly firearms, but we talk about all kinds of stuff. So, apparently everybody is now on their shitter doom scrolling because we're getting the group again. Can you give your opinions on the CZP-01? I like it. It's my favorite smaller size CZ. I'll take it over a P10 Compact any day. But I did sell mine. Have I read Marvel Zombies? Yep. Go to Wind City Armory. That's what my guys are saying. Can't pick up guns. Go to minute 14 in the live stream. All the way to the beginning of the live stream. I do a full walkthrough of every gun on the wall. Close-ups as well. Yep, the Gooners are out tonight. Although they think gooning is a good thing. They also think calling themselves incels are good things. What do you think about the Strybog? As long as you get the newer version, the A3, you're good to go because that one's roller delayed. What's your favorite Glock? One that's been melted down and turned into Tupperware and or nothing. Double tap your screen. Also, Live stream on Wednesday. I was going to wear fake boobs and something stupid, but you guys don't want me to. You guys want me to do stupid shit? You got to pay me. Otherwise, just like the stream. I'm a whore, but I'm not a dumb whore. I'm a cheap whore, but I'm not a dumb whore. That's why I have a Glock tattoo. You guys paid for that. It's my G-spot. It's my G. I just realized I've never caught a live from the beginning. I was coming after either right in the middle or near the end of the stream. That's fine, dude. I used to go live at like 7 o'clock Eastern time, but that was way too early for the West Coast. So 8 p.m. is kind of like the hour that works for me because then I'm done by 11. I also used to go 6 freaking hours. I don't do that anymore. What's your favorite Glock? I already said it, brother. Broken one. If we get a donation of $300, I'll do a booby stream. Yep. I will do a fake booby stream. Omar. All 1911s are good. Crypto. You will never get me to choose a Glock over any other firearm, regardless of what that firearm is. We're only $300 away. Pretty sure it's Thing. Iron Man is cool too, though. What? No. Iron Man's cooler. He has no special powers other than him and brain. Any opinion on the Rossi R92? It's a good alternative if you don't want to spend as much money for like a Henry or or any of the other companies that make one. They work. They do what they're supposed to. So, let's see. Not only is he gone, but I don't even want him to show up. So, we'll report him for suicide or self-injury because he thinks he's a funny motherfucker. And, yeah, we'll let YouTube handle that fucker. So, if you think you're being funny by coming into a gun channel and talking about suicide and self-harm and hurting other people, get the fuck out. So, this is a chill place. I know I just said the F-bomb 3 times, but it's something I believe wholeheartedly. There are dark jokes, and then there's idiots like that guy that are just trying to get a rise out of others who think they're funny. Here's a tip. If you think you're funny, but no one has ever laughed at anything you do, and everybody rolls their eyes at you and say, yeah, okay, you are not funny. You are a dumbass. I have a Marlin 1895, so do I. I just got a G3C. It's super comfortable so far. Yeah, just make sure to keep it clean and shoot it a lot. It'll break it in really good. Damn, sorry I missed that one. Don't worry about it. Do you just handguns or also rifle? I appreciate rifles, but I got my start in the gun world with handguns, so primarily it's what interests me. So sometimes I time them out as a warning shot. Dude just wanted to get banned. Oh, yeah, I also reported him. So what do you mean by funny? Haha, funny.
What do you mean funny, huh? I amuse you, huh? You like I like I'm a clown? Am I a clown to you? Is that what I am?
Sometimes I time them out. What do you mean by funny? Blah, blah, blah. How many guns you have? I don't actually tell people how many guns I have because it doesn't matter. Can I ask you a serious question? You can try. I love your walls. Thank you. Have you had your hands on a Flux Raider? I have not. I want to get my hands on one. You got an AR-15? Nice. Is that from Goodfellas?
Yeah, you bet.
Tread carefully, suicide. Long live the U.S. for 1,000 years. Okay. Oh, God. What the fuck is going on right now? All right, so I'm dumping a lot of people right now. Just deal with it. You sell all your crap and get a Nighthawk. Sell all my crap. I want a Nighthawk, but calling my guns crap is just hurtful, bro. What's your favorite 9mm for home protection? I use a 45. McManus, what's up? Nice getting in here nice and late. Yep. Is Stone in here? Dude, we're getting a lot of weirdos in the stream right now. Yep. Happy birthday to me. That cake looked like clit. But the dee da but do da. All right, I have a very special announcement. I have gotten to the point in my YouTube content creation career where I am getting samples from manufacturers and they are taking my advice and other people take my advice. I'm a YouTuber. Do I shoot or just collect? I shoot and collect. Yeah. So I have really big fake boobies right now. But if I don't get $300, I'm not wearing them. Although I will put the picture up on Discord. We've been saying it for months now. I've been in denial, okay? I have to tell everybody, what do you do? Well, I own a gun store. Is that all you do? I'm a YouTuber. Congratulations, you're no longer a denier. Yes, but now that I'm a YouTuber, I believe the earth is flat. Knew this dude was just a YouTuber, sellout scammer, elitist shill. We paid for the opening of the fish, didn't we? You did not pay for the opening of the fish. Heard you got invited to the people who used your video. Yes, not so mean. They did. So Lou from Rock Island invited me to the NRA gun show, and I'm going down. It's on the 24th to the 27th. I remember those 6-hour streams. They were crazy. Lol. Yep. No, you didn't, McManus, because I looked through my Cash App, and you did not pay for it, dude. The last time you sent me something, you actually missed the last payment you were supposed to send me on something else from a long time ago, and I didn't bring it up, and now I'm bringing it up because I don't want to open Surstrumming, so fuck you. I did an anti-fish donation that live stream. Yep. A real YouTuber would bathe in Surstrumming for the views. There was one time where you said you sent $50 for something, and you didn't send it. Or it got turned back. Nice, dude. Have fun there at the NRA show. I don't know if I'm going to have fun because I need to confront SDS at the NRA show, and I don't know how it's going to go. Your 320 just went off? Well, stop looking at it, dude. That's your problem. You looked at it, bro. You see me looking at my 320? I know better than to look at it. I just do this. All I can see are 1911s. Yeah, but I don't give a shit, McManus. You know that. Do you like Family Guy or The Simpsons? Family Guy up to season 5, Simpsons up to season 10. I'll have to check because that's weird. I don't usually label them, though, so that's going to be problematic. No, it was one where you and Stone both paid me to do something, and the payment didn't clear. It's no big deal. I think because you had sent 2 of the same amount or something. I don't care. You can edit the confrontation part out if it goes badly. Oh, no, my friend. I'm going to be polite when I meet him. I just don't know how he's going to respond. You are a YouTuber. With that comes loving the Draco. Hell no. Dudes that put videos of them shooting Dracos are not YouTubers. They don't get free shit. They overpay for Dracos. Any favorite kind or favorite round? No, not really. I use critical duty, critical defense, and then HST from Federals. Hi, remember me? Nope. Sometimes I just look at it. Yeah, I just can't, dude. One of my clients was a writer for The Simpsons back in the day. Sweet. You're watching this with one hand. How'd you lose the other hand? Did you go blind because you didn't listen to your mommy and you kept beating it? That's wild. Don't worry about it, McManus. I love you for who you are. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not a e-beggar. You can just go up to their booth and play the video for them or have your buddy film the interaction. I'm not taking anybody with me. What do you think about the 320 M17 and firing when dropped? I just picked up an M17. Haven't had that problem. It's fine. I know you don't care, but if there's a problem, I got to fix that shit. Yeah, it was like $3,000, McManus. It's like a $3,000. Just check it. It's $3,000. Why can't I never remember your store's name? Wind City Armory. He's making them at night for show. What? Do a giveaway on a pistol. No, I'm not one of those channels. I just admitted I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not doing a giveaway for a gun. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe, buddy. You have a good night. Thank you, Jumbo. I don't have a star. Nope, you're not a member anymore. May the force be with you. And also with you, sir. That would be awesome if you did that at the NRA show. Yeah, I'm going to wear one of my Jiminy Show shirts. I should probably go onto Amazon and buy an SDS shirt or something. What's the channel based on? It's based on real life events and guns. I got to get back to work. Good luck with whatever you're doing today, Mr. McManus. Like the live stream. Yep. Bruce, you're a mod, not a member. Yep. Get it to 150 likes. Yep. I ain't leaving until we're cleaving. May I know what state you're in? Sorry, I'm new. I am in Denial and Virginia. I send him money. You send me money? I don't see any money. Where's my money? Where's my money, motherfather? Where's my money? You can't tell me you're going to send me money and then not send me money. I'm going to look. There's no money there. You told me you send me money. You lie. I want money. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care shit. Mod is brought through YouTube. Yeah, no, you don't buy through YouTube. Do I speak Turkish? Is that like really bad English? Then yes. Cool. Thanks for letting me know. No problem, Lynn. How's the store going? It's all right, Don, Dan, Dimon, Dama, Jabaga, like $2 a month for the low one like I got. Yep. Every time you guys do that shiz, it helps me out and I love it. Thank you guys so much. That's 1% of my arsenal in the back. Oh, I totally believe you. Do I have the autism? Only when you're hanging around with me. This is my autism. He goes by Solid Warfare. You have a Glock? Nope. Don't even know what a Glock is. Thank God. Oh. Yeah, a sticker on my arm, though. Yep. Don't even know what a Glock is. Any thoughts on Ace VR for dry fire practice? Never tried it. Yeah, you're going to be one of those. Got it. Who's got a pink Glock? What's a Glock? Never seen a Glock in my life. I'd be afraid of one if I ever saw one. I don't like Glocks. They're from foreign countries. Thought it was a flesh-colored Glock. Lol. If your flesh is the color of that Glock, you got some issues or you're Mr. Data from Star Trek. How long did it take for the FFL? If they had processed it correctly the first time I submitted it, it would have been about 2.5 to 4 months. Have I ever owned a Detonix? No, but I'd love to get my hands on one. If you're talking about the Commander or the Officer 45, I'd love to get my hands on one. How many guns do you have? I don't actually answer that question, Delilah. Sorry. What's your favorite handgun? 1911s. Are they real? Yes, I'm not wearing the fake ones because nobody wants to pay for the live stream. Is that a mustard yellow gold Glock? It's technically rose gold. It's really weird looking. What's up, Mr. Jiminy Cricket? What's up, Stromboni? How you doing today, son? You winning? Did you do you a Fortnite? Oh, one of my accounts is a juvenile. It's a delinquent. It's definitely a Glock fanboy stream. You betcha. We only like Glocks, whatever those are here. The real ones are big enough. Actually, for somebody that used to be nearly 400 pounds, I don't have big boobies. You see a lot of dudes that lose a lot of weight and their tits kind of do this. Let's get the stream to 150 likes. Yep, we're about to end, so... What's my favorite calendar? Usually Mary Calendar. They make really good food. What's your favorite caliber? I don't actually have a favorite caliber. I like guns, just in general. We need a desk pop. Then go over to desk pop. If only they were on your back. Don't you fucking tempt me, dude. I can put those fake ones on backwards. Your computer looks nice. Do I game? Yes. 007 didn't question the gun. He just knew how to use it. Oh, that happened to my buddy. He lost a bunch of weight and his skin is all messed up. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, no. Like, dude, see, like, there's nothing. Like, these don't sag. They're just always mildly excited. This is about to get adulted only. It's really loose. Ha! That's what she said. It's not the sword, it's the samurai. Yeah, samurai loses to minigun. Taurus 92 or Beretta 92? Either one, they're the same gun. Have I shot an AR-5? Nope. What's your favorite gun? 1911s. Do you hunt? No. It's 11:05. I'm getting out of here, you guys. So I want every one of you that's still here and wasn't grossed out by me touching my nipples to hit the like, hit the comments, subscribe, become a member, join, be one of my members. Stroke here. Anyway, just join, do all that stuff, and have a great night, because I'm going to have a great night. I'm going to walk over to the convenience store across the street and get me a Monster energy drink, because I'm not feeling like sleeping. So good night. Thank you. Yo, I'm just saying, unless those are fake guns, YouTube might examine your channel and you could suspend your account. No, they won't, because if you actually read the terms of service, displaying them is 100% fine. 2 more likes. Yeah, hit the likes, motherfather. Lol, have a good night, man. I'll try sending you that email in a bit. All right, Michael, send me that email. Let me know if it goes through. If it doesn't go through, send me another email. Tell me the first one didn't come through. Monsters make me sleep. Yeah, but I heat mine up. You know that. You got the TCM 9, Rock Island. Good job. Good pick. How many AR-15s are there? AR-15 isn't real. AR-15 can't hurt you. Read? How about no? I don't know anything about reading. The last time I read something, it was an arrest warrant for my mom. So I vowed right then and there I would never read another document again, because once you read something, it becomes real. They took her away in handcuffs. I never saw her again. Mainly because I was wanted and I moved. Night, everyone. Oh, we did it? Good. What about a World War II weapon? 1911. Put a brace on a wrestle, makes a gun fire higher caliber. All right, thank you, Mr. President. Do I have PTRS? No, but I do have PTSD. Reckon I won't kill nobody. You will be happy. It's basically the same thing. He just talked with his mouth like that a little bit more. Yep, I reckon I killed him. Took his head, I sharpened up a lawnmower blade. I might have some French fried taters with some mustard. I was elected to lead, not the read. Wanted to do range trip on Twitch, but Twitch doesn't like guns, so that's out. Yeah, go on Kick, bro. Thanks for the BCG. You betcha, big cock, Graham. Good night, Joe. Good night, good stream. My dad has 500 guns. Cool. Hi, how are you? I'm ending the live, so you're good. If you impersonation of the guy from Men in Black, I would fall out of my chair. Fresh Prince? I'm good. Do you have a Mooseberg? You betcha. I keep it in my deer stand. Night-night. Good night, Dale. You have a great one. Mucho lovo. Congratulato. I like gelato. Ba, 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 ba. The Balchinian. All right, I'm going to show you some GNUs while I end the live stream. So here's some more GNUs. I have 5 personal Glocks, but those ones up there are not mine. I stole them from a homeless drifter in Austria, and I paid him in shekels that were expired. But yeah, take a look at that. I'm out of here, yo. Am I taking the P09? No, not taking the P09. Oh.
Okay, thank you. Elmer says It's time to go bite that. I'm gonna go. I can't do. Elmo, love you. Oh no,